Hello. Random person, you are first. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Also, I shouldn't be showing this screen. I should be showing this screen. How are we doing? What's up, everybody? Yeah. How does it feel to be first? It's gotta feel good. It's 2 a.m. for you, Nariman? Get some sleep, brother, man. Get some sleep. It's Mr. Luke. That's me. That's me. Do you remember me? Of course, bro. How could I forget you? What's up, Steven? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 4. How are you doing? How are you doing? Sorry, man, I can't help you today. Good luck. That's okay. No worries. It's 6:11 p.m. for me. I hate my time zone. Yeah. I'm an American man. But hey, the stream VODs are public. What's up, Luca? What's up, Reckless? What's up, EDZ Woo? Good luck on the projects. Thank you. Hey, Luke, your voiceover sounds perfect. How do you do it? I record in Adobe Audition, and then I apply some filters, like a compressor and stuff, which I think is pretty standard stuff. Of course, when I start streaming, I was getting ready to start the stream and something fell off my desk and turned off my power strip earlier. Good luck on that project. Already read that one. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, we've got work to do, okay? I got to finish this freaking project. Hold on. Quick viewer activity check. Who here needs to be caught up to speed on what we've been working on? Press 1 if you want to know about the project. Press 2 if we already know what you're working on. We don't care. Those are your two options. Do you have some tips for me? I'm new to coding. 1. Hi, what's up, Michael Pickleman? Steven says 1. Okay, well, guys, let me break it down for you. And then I just start dancing. Can you imagine? I would have laughed. Okay, let me move OBS over here so you can't see it. You watched the first stream. Okay, well, let me catch you up to where we're at. So, we're attempting to make an AI here that learns to drive a car, which will be some pretty sick stuff. And we've got a couple different files here. But if I run main... Well, okay, so what we've done so far is we've made a little car that can drive. We've made a racetrack. We've set up some sensors for the car class so that we can shoot little rays out and see how far away the walls are. And then we ended last stream working on the neural network. So we're coding it, I mean, sort of by hand. We're using NumPy, so we're using dot products, but our neural network has an input layer, 2 hidden layers, and then it picks a control. And I just fixed this off stream. We made it this far, and we were getting some like shape errors with all the dot products because I'm dumb. But I figured it out, and guys, check this out. So let me talk about what my code's gonna do. For a range of 1,000, we're gonna make a new element, and the element is like what holds the neural network, and it spawns a player and a car all under the element. And all of those neural networks are gonna have completely random weights. So random relationships between the different neurons and all the hidden layers, and the input layer and the output layer as well, all just completely random. And the cool thing is what I've been seeing is that if we run this and spawn 1,000 cars, literally some of them will be by default smart enough to like turn the corners, which is crazy. It's crazy that just by pure randomness we can get that result. AI? Oh, that's so hard. Finally, I know. How long have you been at it? We've done like 4 or 5 streams at this point working on this project. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Are you talking to me? Oh, neat, you're on Twitch too. That's me. I'm on Twitch. Hi from Italy. What the frick? Why are there so many cars? It's because they're all artificially intelligent. They all have neural networks. So my objective today, and also if we run it again, sometimes you can get like a good couple of cars. Why did you use Python? I don't know. How do you stream on YouTube and Twitch? I have an OBS plugin for it. Okay, so we need to make some serious progress on this today. Also, really quick, I've been working on the thumbnail for this video. I want to know what you guys think. This is gonna be the thumbnail for the video. Hold on. It's janky. Would you guys click on that? What do we have to fix? So today, this is what we have to implement. We have to implement a checkpoint system that we can use to measure their fitness. We have to implement a crossbreed system. We have to implement a dynamic way to spawn a population and crossbreed them. You would click, peek, the thumbnail's great. Sweet, okay, good. I was a little nervous about it. How did you like my video that you inspired me to make? I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I think for a first video in my style, it was pretty damn good. And I'm excited to see more. I feel like it's missing something. Yeah, I don't know. I think the text maybe needs to be bigger. Or maybe we like put the text over here and then we put like arrows pointing at the cars. I don't know. We're gonna keep sitting on it because I gotta finish the project first anyways. Can you please make different speeds for the cars? Good question. Oh yeah, so they learn by themselves. Exactly. So how did you learn to make the genetic algorithm? I was reading The Nature of Code and IDK. I hate JavaScript. I'm sure there's Python textbooks too. Okay, so my plan today, we need to... Also guys, if any volume issues arise, please just let me know. I keep watching the VODs back and I always make the music too loud. So we need to make a new file in here, and we're gonna call it checkpoint.py, all right? And I think we're probably gonna need to import Pygame, and I don't know, maybe NumPy, probably not. But we're gonna do class checkpoint, and then we're gonna get coding. It's 3 objects and text, maybe some effects and some icons for the thumbnail. I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what it needs. Why don't you add physics? There's kind of physics already. I mean, I'm not gonna simulate real physics. I'm not gonna be annoying about Deltarune. Oh, did you give me bits to highlight that message? Can you add speeds for the different cars? Well, thank you for the bits. Maybe. But the idea is that we want all the cars to have a fair chance, right? Okay, so class checkpoint, what do we need? Basically, if we look at our game here, let me explain to you what I want to add. We need to add little checkpoints all along this track where if the car reaches it, it gets even more reward for every additional checkpoint that it gets past. So in Pygame, I think the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna make like a rectangle, and then we're probably gonna give each checkpoint an ID so we can label how far they are in the track. And that's probably all we need in the object. And then we can just get the colliders, get the collision objects from the cars, and every time it makes it further or completes a lap, we are gonna bump up its reward. So I just joined the stream. What is this? We're making an AI. Remember me? Make me mod, please. Hi, Jared. I remember you. I don't think I need any new mods right now. Also, real quick, viewer check, analytics. I can't tell. I don't see the number. Refresh. I really need some kind of like indicator in my OBS. 31. All right. So let's go back to checkpoint. We're gonna do class checkpoints, and what is the rectangle gonna be like? So I'm looking at the documentation here. It's pygame.rect and then a bunch of X, Y, width, and height. So we can do this class checkpoint. X, Y, width, height as an argument. And then we'll just pass that in here. Why is this having issues? Can you add PyMonk for better physics? Maybe. Hi, Luke. What's up, Common LARP? Yo, who is this guy? Common LARP, and he's got a pear for a profile picture? Oh, guys, it's an honor and a privilege to be at a point where people are LARPing as me. You forgot this .y. Oh, yeah, we need to do init, guys. We need to do init. That is what we're forgetting. Duh. Am I crazy? Why is it not popping up? What's going on with my autocomplete? Yeah, but like there's no autocomplete right now. I mean, this is all we want, right? Guys, if autocomplete's broken, I cannot code. Oh, was my indentation too far? You probably just use it. There's a limit for autocomplete? Is there really? What's your current goal in the project? To make this AI absolutely smoke. Class element. Oh. Sorry guys, I've not written a single line of code today. I see the issue. Self, X, Y, width, height. That is what we want. Duh. Duh. I just found you through Bog and binged 3 videos. Then saw that you're live. Well, I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Bog. Thank you for coming over to the channel. And what did you think? Rate my videos. Guys, rate my, not everyone, but just the guy who came from Bog. Rate my efforts so far out of 10. When are you making your next video? Michael Pickleman, let me tell you. I'm working on 3 videos right now, okay? I'm working as hard as I can, all right? 3 very exciting videos. I did talk to Bog. Guys, if you want to listen to my conversation with Bog, it's on his 2nd channel. 9.5 because 1. 9.5. I'll take it. I'll take it. We talked just about like YouTube. He like asked me a bunch of questions about my YouTube and I asked him some questions too. And then I got to talk with his cohort of students. How did you get into coding? Is it just a hobby? It is just a hobby right now. Okay, so we don't need that there. We're gonna make a rectangle. And then what else do we need? Maybe we can add ID. Well, we want this to be self.rect. And then we want this to be self.id equals ID. And that's how we're gonna label each one. And then in main, we need to figure out where we want to put all the rectangles. Road.py. I think we probably want to store the checkpoints in the road class. 3 out of 5 stars. That's all right. I get it. We got some work to do. Can you try bro, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Oop. Oh man. There we go. Put user in timeout. Timeout for you, bro. Timeout. What's the purpose of the checkpoint? Is it part of the AI? Yeah, so we're gonna use the checkpoint to... Oh, also I need to be recording, guys. Let me start recording. Okay, hello recording. I have been streaming for about 10 minutes and I forgot to press record. For anyone watching. So the checkpoints are going to sit at all the different points in the track, and if a car reaches a checkpoint, then it's going to get rewarded more and it's going to have more chances to breed so that we will evolve some intelligence over time. So let's go to road.py. And how do we want to do this? We could add it all into init. Also, do I load the image in from here or do I load it in main? I'm trying to remember. Oh, track mask. We make it right here. Oh, this is all the old code from when we had the 3-lane roads. Please replace the XYH with self.x. Let me take a look at what you're saying. I don't understand. It's like, why? I only need the self.rectangle. Dude, do you even realize me? What got you into coding AI and coding in general? I'm just doing it for fun. Mate, did you ping the Discord? I didn't ping the Discord. Oh my gosh, guys. Hold on. I must go ping the Discord. This song is so good. Alright, 1 second. I'm just pinging my Discord. Guys. Hello, everyone in the Discord. Announcements at live stream ping live. Then we drop the link. Mission accomplished. Then we pull chat back up. Okay. Then we just hit back 2 times. All right. Now we continue on. All right. So we have this as a checkpoint. So let's do a little test real quick. Let's go to main and let's think here. Also, we can get rid of this. Boop. Oh wait, no, we can't. So we make our screen. We make our caption, we make our track, we make our track mask. So let's go down to here and go to, and say checkpoint 1 equals, oh, we got to import checkpoint. From checkpoint, import checkpoint. Hi Luke, what's up Mort? How you doing, bro? Okay, bye everyone, it's 1:25 a.m. in my time zone. Bummer. Get some sleep. Are you gonna add a lap counter? Yeah, working on that right now. Okay. So checkpoint 1. So we're gonna do checkpoint. And X, I don't know. Let's just do 100, 100. Width, 100, 100. ID 1. And then we can add a little checkpoint draw option. And we'll need to pass in the screen. And we'll do self.rect. How do we draw a rectangle again? Let's look at car. We do screen.blit. The surface. Do we need to make a surface too? Isn't there like a pygame.draw rectangle? Pygame draw rectangle. Yeah, it's pygame.draw rect. And then what do you pass in? The surface to draw on, the color, the rectangle you want to draw. Okay. So let's go back to this. We'll do define draw, and it's gonna be pygame.draw. What are you making? We're making an AI that can drive cars. I mean, not actually, but we're making an AI that can drive a cutesy little car game. Pygame.draw.rect. And we're going to do screen. We're going to do... Wait, color. Chat, tell me a color. First color I see is the color I'll make the rectangle for the checkpoint. First color I see. Blue. Okay. That was quick. Ayo, Luke, why did you start learning to code? Are you trying to break into tech? Pink. Oh, sorry, Tickle Tipson. It's too late. Or are you trying to break into tech? No. I'm happy with my job. I'm trying to be... I don't know. I'm just having fun, and I'm having fun making YouTube videos. Rectangle is going to be a rectangle value, so we'll do self.rect. Oh, guys. Who here spots the mistake? Who here sees what I'm doing wrong? We got to pass in self as an argument. Self.rect, and then what? Width. They set it at 0. That's all we need. Here's the thing. Oh, the rectangle's X and Y position is stored in the rectangle, so it already has that. So we can go back to main, and we create our checkpoint. And then we can go down to the render loop, and we can do... Did someone just give me stuff? Why did you only ping people's for the YouTube only? Oh, I was just in a hurry. I was just in a hurry today. I had already started the stream. Checkpoint 1.draw. And then screen is going to be our screen from this script. And guys, if we see a blue square, that means it's working. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm not seeing a blue square, but a couple things come to mind. First of all, okay, the first thing I wanted to check was if I was drawing it before the background, which is a mistake I make all the time. I saw your interview with Bog. It was really cool. Thank you very much, man. Luke, what's your last name? Why would I tell you that? Is programming your career or just a hobby? It's just a hobby. This is looking peak. It is becoming peak. My only question though is why is my checkpoint draw function not working? First of all, did I not press save? This is also a mistake I make sometimes. Okay. Okay. Still not seeing a blue rectangle. Why? Why am I not seeing a blue rectangle? The positioning, I believe. Whoops. Oh my gosh. We're making it at 100, 100. So it should be in the top left-ish corner. What if we made it huge? What if we made it absolutely huge? You flip displays, then draw, then overlay the background. Oh, flip is like the final, huh? Watch this. We're gonna see some blue. Okay, there's our checkpoint, guys. I would say it's just a little too big. It's a little too big. So let's make it smaller again. Yeah, I think that's a little too easy of a checkpoint to reach. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So let's think about this. We should make a little temporary debug thing where if we click, it tells us the position on the screen, and then we can start putting rectangles there. I deleted all the input things. Try making it so you can disable the yellow lines. Actually, I think I can already do that. Let me see here. Right, if we never do draw for the rays, car.draw. Oh, wait, hold on. Sensor, draw. Where does this get called? Does this get called in the car draw? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if we comment this out, you'll see that they won't get drawn at all. Yeah, so it's just cars at that point. But we kind of want to draw them. They look like little critters now. They look like little bugs. It's kind of freaky. But I do want to draw them for now, so let me undo what I've done. And let's go back to main. Okay, so how do you get inputs in Pygame? It's like pygame.keys.getPressed. Hold on. Let me just look this up real quick. Detect click Pygame. Yep, it's pygame.event.get, which I took out now. Pygame.event.get. Right. And we're still in the loop here. And then basically if event type, we already have that. If event type is equal to pygame.mouse button down. All right, so let's do this. Where should we put this? Probably right at the top of handle events. If pygame.event is, does that get a little thingy? It's dot is actually dot if event dot type is equal to pygame dot mouse button down. Whoa. I want to print. What is it, like event dot mouse position or something? It's something like that. Get mouse position Pygame. Pygame.mouse.get position. Okay, so let's do print pygame.mouse.get position. And this is going to tell us where we're clicking on the screen, and it's going to help us. Luke, man, drop the last name already. You're freaking me out, bro. You're freaking me out. Are you going to give me a job? What's up, Winter Cat? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. How many hours a day on average do you learn or do programming? Depends on the day. Some days 0. Some days 0. Okay, so let's put our first checkpoint at X10, Y380. This is going to save us so much time, boys. Don't even worry. So we'll do X10, Y380, and we're also going to want to make it a little more skinny. We want... It's Skinny Boy Summer. Boom. Guys, that's beautiful. Okay, actually, I think I want it to be right at about 4. So let's do that. His last name is obviously Common. That's right. That's right. Are you gonna make anyone work with you from the Discord server? I don't know. Is anyone looking for a job? Where can I find the video with Bog? It's on his second channel, Bog XD. It's his like YouTube advice channel. Doubt Me, you raise a good point. What point did Doubt Me raise? His last name is obviously Common. Oh, we already read that. Okay, so let's decide the positions for all the checkpoints. So checkpoint 1. First of all, let's make a little array called checkpoints. And we'll start it off empty. And then we'll do... What's going to be the best way to do this? Checkpoints.append. I mean, this is one way, but... Am I really going to type out every single checkpoint by hand? I guess we kind of have to. Did you see my message? Let me see if I saw your message, Mort. On what? Did you DM me or something? I clipped the wrong part. I thought you were going to do an AI. Use AI. Oh. Wait, you thought you were about to catch me? I mean, I'm not, like, inherently against AI, guys. Can I do append, can I append multiple objects at once? Like, can I do a comma and then just do, like, checkpoint 2? Equals... Wait, this isn't how this works. This is not how this works. I'm totally tripping right now. So let's do... Checkpoint 1. Well... What if you used a for loop? Yeah, I could use a for loop. What are your PC specs? I'm on a Mac Studio M4 Max. The thing is that all the checkpoints are going to be in different places, so I kind of need to do them by hand. But I don't think I need to name them like checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, etc. So what if we just did... I mean, this is pretty brutal. This is pretty brute forcey. But what if we just did like this... and then we find our next checkpoint position. So like for now, let's just copy this one and let's just go through and pick where the next one's gonna live. This is reminding me of my first chess project. Checkpoint 1 is not defined. Yes, that does make sense. So what we're gonna do down here is instead of that, we're gonna do for checkpoint in checkpoints. And we'll do checkpoint.draw to screen. If I could spell it correctly. Checkpoint.draw to screen. What Python version are you using? I don't know. I think 3.13. What's up, watering can? Extend other array. Wait, is that for... Is that for the thing I was trying to figure out a second ago? All right, okay. So we are rendering the checkpoint. So I think our second checkpoint should be here, which is at 7:222. So let's go here. Let's change this to 7:222. All right, chat, get ready to write some numbers down, okay? Does everyone have their pencils out? Also, that we're going to need to call that checkpoint too. Pygame can be a GUI library. I thought Pygame was for games. This used to be a game. When we first made it, it was definitely a game. So we're going to run this. We also are going to want to put one at 197.0, but it's going to be a tall, skinny boy. So let's do 197.0. Are you still trying to guess my last name? You're freaking me out, bro. You're freaking me out. Okay, if I want it to be skinny, what do I want to do? I want to do 20 and then 100. Okay? That's how we get a skinny boy. Luke Commons, that's right. Perfect checkpoint placement. All right, now let's put one at 425.6. Well, actually, let's get more than one number at a time here. 424.7, 677.5, and then let's put one at 889.8. So we're gonna do all three of those numbers. So let's grab this. Swoop. And let's do the first one. And these are all gonna be tall, skinny boys, right, chat? 428. 8. And let's do this. Wait, how do you do this? Yeah, like that. Okay, so we just did 428. Thank you. Say my name. It's Luke Bellmark. What's up, Luke Bellmark? I like your name. That's a cool name. Never met a Luke that I didn't like. 677. 5, which will also be a tall, skinny boy. And then, what else? 889.8. And we'll save that, and we'll run this. Did I ban someone last time? Check it out. We got our checkpoints. We got our checkpoints. No need to be freaked out, Luke Williams. Ooh, you found me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, so we're also gonna add one. Let's add one here. 922.158. Guys, when I get to 922.158, remind me that it's a long boy, not a skinny boy. Okay. So let's do this now. Let's go through here and let's do the first one, which is going to be 677, 185. No, this is the first one. 922, 158. Will there be any YouTube moderation applications? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Oh my God. I love the Halo music so much. Okay, so that was our only... That was our only... long boy. Put that one at 195. We'll do this one at 677, 185. What was that noise? Somebody subscribed to the channel. Let's go! Yes, dude. That's all I've ever wanted. I lost my train of thought. Which number was I on? I just did 826. Okay, let's do 677, 185. All right, what's next? 526, 183. I think that should be all of them. Nope, got a couple more. 387, 187. Just wait, guys. This is going to turn into so many checkpoints, and your minds are going to be blown. We're going to do 287, 200. Count the laps in the races. We will get there. Man said IP. Guys, what's going on with you guys today? Y'all need to touch some grass. Okay, these checkpoints, they're not quite je ne sais quoi, you know what I'm saying? I think they need to be a little longer, the last 3. Touch grass after this? Guys, it's so hard for me to find grass, low key. Okay. So we need to make their Ys a little longer, so let's make these 120 on these ones. Okay. Why checkpoints? It's because that's how we're going to give our neural network rewards for making it farther in the track. But we're not going to show them on screen like this all the time. Also, you know what would look nicer? Guys, one line change is going to make this look so much nicer. Just you wait. We're going to go here. And we're going to put this behind screenblit.track. Okay? Whoa, whoa, slow down. Unindent that, indent this, save. Let's kind of clean up some of this weird formatting we got going on down here. Okay. And then we run this and check it out. It's all behind the track. This one's a little janky. Making an LLM. I don't think I could make an LLM. What's up? I just got home. I would never miss a stream. Welcome home. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Give an AI reward is called reinforcement learning, RL. That's right. Make a race 3D now? Guys, you're requesting so many features. I can only code so fast. Okay, so we need to add a sideways boy. This is what we do. We take care of all the... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I have not been updating ID, bro. 1, 2... This has got to be 3... 4... 5. Count with me, guys. Like you're on Sesame Street. 6. Here we go. 7. 8. I feel like a Vim user right now with all these keyboard shortcuts I'm doing. 9. 10. Oh. 11. Chat, it's not looking great from you guys. 6, 7, 88, 9, 67, 10, 11. LLM is like a ChatGPT model or Claude or whatever. That's right. Okay, so now that we've done that, we kind of do have to add them in order low key though, so I can keep track. So let's run this one more time. And our next one is going to be a long boy at 135, 350. So let's add a long boy. Yo, thank you for becoming a member, my man. Big preach, big preach. What was the 135, 350, and then he's gonna be need to be a little longer than this. He's gonna need to be a little longer. Boom, boom. Is this gonna be the final map? It doesn't look very good. Tell you what, bro. I'd like to see your map. I'd like to see your map. That was kind of rude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing my best out here, guys. I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy. Yeah, we'll probably make more tracks, but I'm just trying to get the whole system working first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's add those 5. Also, remind me, guys, I gotta keep doing this. And then this will be 345, 389, and this will be ID number 13. Okay. Then this one will be 466, 391. And this will be ID 14. Bruh, you look 26. Oh, 32. Make up your mind. Do you think I look 26 or 32? Honestly, I'd like to know. Okay, we just did 466, 391. Now I can do 603. 603, 389. You have an amazing mustache, by the way. Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. Oh, wait, we don't need these little new line character, or these little line break things. Chat? I didn't even realize. What did we just do? 603389. So 767. Oh, good song by 100 Gex. If you know, you know. 392. And then 16. Nah, you're 45. Chat, press 1 if you think I'm over 45. Press 2 if you think I'm under 45. And if you get it right, there'll be a special surprise. How about that? 2? You guys think I'm under? Well, hey, very flattering. Very flattering. Glad I don't look over 45. Oh, okay. What did we just do? 767, 392. So let's do 923. 1? We're getting a lot of 1s right now. 391. Make it 17. Is that all of them? I don't think anyone above 45 would use slangs like low key. Low key? You could be right. Low key. Also, viewer check. Let's see how I'm doing. Let's check on my performance review, guys. We went up by 1. Can you believe that? That's incredible. We had 50? Oh, dude, we're dropping, actually. Guys, you're giving me a bad performance review right now, is what you're telling me. Okay. We need to add one here. 969, 534, and it's going to be a long boy. Okay. 969, 534. That's going to be ID number 18. Luke, try Vulcan. He's 26 at most. Guys, his name is Luke Lafreniere. Lafreniere. Luke Lafreniere. Is that a person? Should I know who that is? Okay. Do you know any Discord communities I can join in? I'm just starting with programming. Hey, great question. Guys, you can join my Discord community. It's linked in the stream. And we have a free Minecraft server that you can go play on. You can also talk to other programmers on the Discord, and you can get pings anytime I go live or update a vid or upload a video. And that's no cap. That's on God. So go join the Discord if you haven't already. Okay, so let's put one here. 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 And let's put one here. Okay. And that's going to be all of them. Okay, actually, remind me that the very last one is a long boy. You're going to join right now? Sweet, guys. We need more people to play on the Minecraft server, actually. We actually do. Okay. So let's go to the top of the ones we just clicked. 884, 607, 19, 749. What is the Minecraft server IP address? It's in one of the Discord channels. I think it's pinned in the Minecraft chat. 749, 622. And then it'll be 20. Low-key, I've been wanting to play on the Minecraft server more. But I'm just busy, honestly, which... I got so many videos to make, guys. I got so many videos to make. Maybe I should just start vibe coding. What do you guys think? 1 for yes, I should just vibe code all my videos, or 2 for no, we appreciate that you try to code by hand for the most part. No? No? Dang, I was hoping you guys would give me a free pass. 429 or 426. I tried joining once, but I wasn't allowed for some reason. Yeah, I think if you 426, 613. I think if you have a cracked client, you can't join. Are you ever gonna make Minecraft in Java? It would be fun to do that video someday, but that video's been done so many times is the issue. We just did 426, so let's do 261. 497. I could have built like a tool to do this for me, I'm realizing. But I'm in too deep now. 127. 635. And that'll be ID number 24. And then finally, 6535. Oh, guys, what were you supposed to remind me about this last one? You should code in Java next or make a mod. Please code me an AI girlfriend. That would be a good video. That'd be a fun video. Guys, you were supposed to remind me that this last one is a long boy. Okay. Are you supposed to have 2 9 IDs? Do I have 2 9 IDs? Oh, no. That's a problem. And I think my solution is just to get rid of this one. It is what it is. All right, let's run this. All right. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we have to fix the last couple checkpoints. Let me see where I started making that mistake. Yeah, it should be... Okay, I know this one needs to be 100 and then 20, and then we'll work our way back. So these need to all be 20 and then 100. So we'll copy this like so. And we'll go through all of these. Do a little bit of pasting. $2,100. 2100. I might have gone too far. Let's see. Oh, no. I think I nailed it. I think I nailed it. Copy paste a real man's AI. How do you feel about tomato haters? How do I feel about tomato haters? I don't know, you know. Some people are picky about different foods. I think when I was a younger man, I used to want to tell them to like grow up and just enjoy your tomato. But, you know, I respect everyone's preferences now. All right, so we need to make this one. So 3 back, we need to make that one a little longer. 1, 2, 3. Is this as hard as it seems? Depends on your experience with programming, I think. I don't think it's too hard. I think it's just like, it takes a little time to learn how it all works, and then it's not that hard to implement. All right, so we have checkpoints in place. Add a lap counter now. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Also, I gotta grab some water. Chat, can you guys keep each other entertained for 2 seconds while I go get water? Add music, please. Can you not hear the music that's playing right now? Okay, I just gotta go grab my water bottle. I'll be right back. I'm here. Oh I'm back. Oh, I'm tired, guys. But we're making great progress on this project. They were driving the whole time I was gone. 2 of them are still alive. Whoa, that guy just let off the gas for a second there. It was more than 2 seconds? I'm sorry. You guys want to see my water bottle? Do we care that much? Here it is. Here it is. Can you see this? Let me go to the big camera so you guys can really check it out. That's my water bottle. I hope you appreciate it. Bro, are you standing while coding? I am standing right now. That's a nice water bottle. I like it. Cool water bottle. Thank you. Thank you. Make the cars different colors, please. We are going to get to that, but there's a twist coming. No logo. It does have a logo. So what is playing? What is this song? Super Mario Galaxy? Oh, Halo Reach Overture? W water bottle. Water bottle? Water bottle color matches the mic color. Coincidence? I'm coming to your house, Luke comments. Are you guys trying to freak me out? I just dropped my Hydro Flask. Says a chatter. Okay. Music's too loud, probably. Okay. Let me turn that down. Okay. So now that we've done that, we need to start checking if our cars are colliding with the checkpoints. So to do that, let me think about this for a second. Do I want the collision check to live in the car element, or do I want the collision check to live in the checkpoint element? Probably in the car element, because then we can call the check for however many cars are still alive, instead of calling a check from the rectangle checkpoint every single time. The checkpoints should be lines rather than rectangles. Yeah, I don't know, man. Also, I'm gonna put my desk down, guys. You're about to feel like you're on an elevator, okay? This is gonna be kind of crazy. Oh. Does it feel like you're on a ride? With the rectangles, cars might trigger checkpoints for the whole time that they spend crossing them. That is true, but that's okay, because we're just gonna like flag the highest ID checkpoint that it gets to. It would encourage stopping at checkpoints if it got rewarded every second it was on a checkpoint, but it's gonna be like an override, you know. So like, let me show you what I mean. We can go to cars and we can add a variable to init, and we can do self.checkpoint, I don't know, checkpoint reached equals 0. Okay. Check for collision. So we're gonna want to mimic kind of what we're doing here. What should we call this method? Checkpoint? Checkpoint check? Check? Checkpoint check. And then we'll do self. Oh. So let's do a quick Google. Check if rectangles are colliding. Pygame. Okay, so if rect1.collide rect2, that's super easy. All right. So what do we need to pass in here? We need to pass in all of the checkpoints. Okay. Luke, are you using Torch? No, we coded the neural network by hand for this one. Let's call it, Luke. No ML libraries in this, just NumPy. Would it be faster to check if the vehicle centers within the bounds of the checkpoint? I don't know. Okay, define checkpoint check. So for checkpoint in checkpoints, if, what did that say? If rect1, so we're gonna do self.car, because we have a self car, right? Am I crazy? Oh, we're in car. Wait, we might need to be an element. No, this is fine. This is fine. Self dot rect. If self dot rect dot collide rect. Is this Python? Yeah, it is. Collide rect checkpoint dot rect, right? Because my checkpoint has a self.rect. That's right. Also, I forgot my colon. So if we reach, also I'm just now thinking, should I keep the highest checkpoint reached variable in the element, because it's going to be easier to determine its fitness that way? Because the car is kind of like a sub-object of the element at this point. And the element has the neural network weights. Because we do self.car, and then we could also add... No, it probably just makes sense to keep a self.car.checkpoint reached, right? I'm currently located approximately 6 hours away from your residence. Freaky, dude. Freaky. Okay, so I think this is fine for now. I guess we can always change it. If self.rectangle collide rectangles with the checkpoint, then we'll do self.checkpoint reached. Well, let's do if checkpoint dot ID is greater than, well, do I really need the greater than check? And then how are we going to handle lapse? We could handle lapse by checking if we're on the last checkpoint and checking. Checking if we're on the last checkpoint and checking if we reach the first one. ID is greater than. If checkpoint ID is greater than 0, or self.checkpoint reached, then we'll do self.checkpoint reached is equal to checkpoint.id. Let me think this through and make sure I'm not making any mistakes. So we're making a method where we're checking if we've reached a checkpoint. So we're going to loop through all the checkpoints in the checkpoint array, and we're going to check if our car's rectangle is colliding with the checkpoint's rectangle, and if it is, then we'll do another check. If the checkpoint's ID is greater than our current checkpoint reached, meaning it's farther down the track, then we'll do self.checkpoint reached is now equal to the new checkpoint. Some issues with this, it doesn't force the cars to do the checkpoints in order, which I don't think will be an issue, but that could be a problem. If we had like a figure 8 track, that'd be a problem. Should we address that now? VS Code theme, this is Tokyo Night. When will you finish? Hard to say, brother. Hard to say. You only need to check the next checkpoint. This just checks every checkpoint every frame. How would I just check the next checkpoint? We could get the correct next checkpoint by using the ID. I mean, is this really going to slow things down that much? Try Dracula theme. It's amazing. Code Gabe 23. What's up? How we doing? Oh, was I watching your stream earlier? I think you popped up on my feed. You only need to check the next checkpoint. Okay, but guys, It's easier said than done. Easier said than done. Okay, and then let's do print self.checkpoint reached. No idea what's happening here, but love the vibes. Check it out. I'll show you what's happening. We just made checkpoints for our little racing track. Why is nothing printing? Did I not save the car? Oh, I'm never calling checkpoint check. So let's go to main. And let's do... Well, let me think about this. This is where we go through the elements. So this is what we'd want to do it at. We also want to go to and do element.car.checkpoints check. And we want to pass in the checkpoints. Guys, does this work first try? What do you think? If is ifing, then print if after if prints. Yeah, we got a lot of ifs going on here. 25. Okay, that's an issue. That's an issue, but I know how to fix. It's because the cars are starting below the actual first checkpoint. So let's figure out, this right here is where we want them to start. At 50 and 473. Where do we spawn the elements? Do we do that in our network script? I gotta rename this to elements.py. Yeah, so this is the X position. 50 is fine, but instead of height times 0.90, we'll do 473 as their starting point. God machine, 100%, it should work. Okay, this should be good now. All right, so they've all reached checkpoint 1. Now they're reaching checkpoint 2. Now they're reaching checkpoint 3. And so on. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, Code Gabe. Thank you, Code Gabe. Are you planning on bigger projects, or is this your biggest one? I would say the Mario AI was bigger than this one, low-key. All right, so they make it all the way around. But then you'll notice their checkpoints no longer update. So how do we account for lapping? How do we account for lapping? Are you going to do a chess engine V2? Maybe someday. Love your content, Luke. Thank you. One car went outside? Did it? Did a car make it outside, guys? Chad, is that real? Is he lying to me? They should not be able to go outside. Yes, I was just thinking that same thing. If checkpoint reached is length checkpoints, reset it to 1. And then we'll do like lap count plus 1. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me think. Where do we want lap count to live? Do we want it to live in network.py? Or do we want it to live in car.py? I guess car.py is also fine. Okay, real quick, I'm going to rename this to element.py. And we'll do Pylance wants to make refactoring changes with this file move. Okay. I think that's just going to fix main to import from the correct file. So let's go back to car. And then we'll add... This is a lot of if statements, guys. What else? If... Wait, let me think about where we want to make this check. If checkpoint reached is equal to length checkpoints, reset it to 1. So if checkpoint reached is equal to length checkpoints. That's so many if statements. Guys, nobody look. I'm sorry it's so ugly. Self.checkpoint reached is equal to 0. Or is my first checkpoint's 1, right? And then we'll do self. We also need to add self.lap count. Lap count equals 0. And if we successfully do it, we'll do self.lap count plus equal to 1. Hold on, wait. I just saw a message I want to read in a second. Are you going to do a chess engine v2? Yeah, your content makes me more invested in my job, low key. That's sick. Are you a software engineer? You can remove the first loop for... You can remove the first for loop here, since it already tracks its own lap progress. Hi, do you know how to train the model of the AI from Ollama? No, definitely not. That isn't even that many if statements. You should see my rock, paper, scissors terminal game. That's fair. Some of my earlier projects had so many if statements, guys. Okay, wait, let's go back to element or let's go back to car for a second. And if we successfully get this done, I just want to make sure, so let's do print self.lap count. And let's take a look. We need one of these cars to make it all the way around. Hopefully that happens. You're a software engineer? Nice, dude. Okay, so since you're an actual professional, I'm curious. How much do you think I have to learn until like I could start applying for jobs? Not that I'm going to, but like as someone who never went to CS school, I just like have no idea how to gauge where my skill level is, you know? Like I'm still not great at leak code. But I know what a linked list is now. Oh, also we should add a label. So let's go to here. And let's go to keep doing what you're doing, maybe a year. All right, that's fair. Appreciate that. What am I looking for here? Car. We'll do print, and then we'll do F. And we'll do this. We'll do lap count. And we can also add car ID. Wait, do the cars even have IDs? No, the elements have IDs. Just depends on how hard you work. Yeah. I think if I started trying to make like portfolio friendly projects and I started like really grinding leak code, I bet I could do it. But everything I've made so far is like specifically for YouTube content, you know? Which really, I'd much rather be a YouTuber than a computer science guy. Than a software engineer, I should say. All right. We are just waiting for one of them to get all the way around. And if they make it, we should see the lap count bump up. Okay, I'm seeing issues. I'm seeing some issues. Luke, didn't you already make a chess engine in one of your videos? Yeah, I did. Okay, why did this go up so fast? Let's think about what's breaking. I mean, obviously it's getting checked multiple times. Oh. Yeah, so it's gonna get called every single frame that they're in the box, because it's just checking if it's equal to. Right. I see. It's because we set it back to 1, and then it's still equal. Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, being a software engineer can be kind of boring. It's not the most social career, unfortunately. I feel you. I mean, neither is being a YouTuber, but I think any remote job these days can be pretty lonely, pretty boring. So why is this getting called so many times? Because like we set it to 1, and then we come back, and checkpoint reached is no longer equal to length checkpoints. Are programmers social at all? No, lol. Chat, help me out here. What am I doing? Remove the for loop. Only check one checkpoint at a time. Oh, I'm to refactor all of this then. He says that as I'm currently clocked into my remote job pretending to work. Lol. Bro. What if your boss was watching right now? Doubt me 1129 if doubt me 1129's boss. If you're watching, fire that guy. It's just a couple lines. Only check one checkpoint at a time. Let me think about how I would do that. How to get an array item based on a value. Built-in search. Oh, that's JavaScript, bro. Python. It's .index. So would it be... You just need to index the list, yeah. Accounting system. My boss is old. I don't think she knows what YouTube is, XD. That's what you think, doubt me. Index performs a search. Yeah, I'm seeing that. But will that even solve our problems? Will that even solve our problems? I don't understand why this is getting called multiple times. If self.checkpoint reached... Oh! 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 It's because... It's the entire time it's between the second to last checkpoint. No, let me rephrase that. The entire time it's between the last checkpoint and the first checkpoint. This is firing. So we could do, how could we do this? What else do I need to add here? If it just got switched to that number is when we want to give it the lap count point. What is this song? What the hell? You're adding checkpoints? Yeah, we've been adding checkpoints right now. Good song. Yes, just like Trackmania. Okay, wait. So we could add this condition back in. I mean, if I just did this... That wouldn't fix it, would it? No, because we already checked that. If you only check the next checkpoint to reach, it can't possibly trigger multiple times like this. If self.rectangle... Let me just think this through every single step at a time. So, for all the checkpoints, if we're colliding with a checkpoint rectangle, we're going to check if that checkpoint's ID is greater than our checkpoint reached. Yes. And if it is, then self.... Oh, wait. We do it like this. We do it like this. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But let's check it out. Make an AI partially from AI. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing, bro? How's your day going? What's your type? Are you asking in a dating context? Wow, none of them completed the lap. Are you serious? We got unlucky. We got unlucky. My type is anyone who will talk to me. And I do... never mind. It's gonna make some jokes, but... I'm being recorded live on stream right now. Unlucky Luke. Yeah, these guys don't look like they are even gonna make it either. Please, you're my last hope. Please. Please. Oh my god, thank god. Didn't work. Didn't work. Oh shit, chat, I'm his type. do. Hold on, 1 second, guys. I'm responding. What if you just take the minimum positive dot product checkpoint as the next checkpoint? The minimum positive dot product? What? Keep it up, bro. I just started learning Python. Any recommendations? Yes. Watch all of my videos 3 times and you'll know how to code in Python. Where did you learn to make an AI? I read a textbook by Daniel Schiffman called The Nature of Code, and I also watched a YouTube tutorial series by CentDex. So once we hit the last checkpoint, what if we did sorry guys, I'm supposed to be talking right now. It's hard to talk and think sometimes. What if we did if self.checkpoint reached is equal to length checkpoint? You know what else we need? And self.checkpoint reached is equal to 1. It can't be both. How do you have motivation? Sorry guys, I need to take a 2-second brain break. We're gonna do this for a second. Guys, ask me questions. Ask me questions. I'm an open book. How do you have the motivation? I don't know. I was really excited to start to learn coding when I first made the chess video, and then that did so well that I pretty much have just been wanting to make good YouTube videos since then. And oh my gosh, what just happened to main? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm coding without, I really should be showing you guys this. Okay, so the motivation right now is to grow the YouTube channel, and that's why it's so easy for me to code. What AI are you making? Let me show you. We are making an AI that drives around the racetrack. Also, I think I fixed it. What keyboard are you using? This one. I think it's a Yunzi keyboard. Have you heard of decompilations? And if so, are they of any interest to you? Okay, I think we got it. Lap count 1. If this guy survives another lap, we'll know for sure. What college did you go to? I can't disclose that. I can't disclose that. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is confidential. If you had to pick Linux or Windows, I would probably pick Linux. But I'm on Mac, so I'm kind of a Mac guy, low-key. Come on, lap count 2. Boom. All right, lap count is working. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, we are going to need to... Would you do job or YouTube? I don't know what you mean. Mac is close enough to Linux, honestly. I use both. All right. Last thing in car. I guess what we could do is we could check if the car's lap count's equal to 4, and then we can end the race out of the element script. So let me think. We need to add a method for the element that's like measure fitness self. I don't know how often we're gonna want to call this, but although I guess we kind of are already measuring fitness by keeping track of the checkpoint reached. What other languages do you know? I really only really do Python these days, but I've played around with C. I've played around with a couple languages. I've made videos on a couple languages. Guys. So now we got to think about what our training loop is going to look like in main. And I think we want to go hit the drawing board. So let's do file new. We're going to want to... Okay, let's make this black first of all. We're going to want to, where did my text go? Hello? We're going to want to spawn a population of elements. The second thing we need to do is we either need to like set a timer for how long the cars get to drive, or we need to check if either all the cars are... We need to check if either all the cars are dead or they're not moving, or we need a timer. Let's just put let the cars drive. TBD how for now. Okay, then we need to look at cars that are still alive and check their checkpoint reached plus lap count. How's it going? It's going good. That one car is still going in the background. Lap 6 now. Look at this guy go. He's a trooper. Out of the 1,000 cars we spawned, he's the one who's got it. You know what would make this easier, guys? Is if I just didn't let the cars not move. If I just made that not an option, like there's no way the cars are going to survive and just sit there. Take his brain. Yeah, I should save his brain. For loops. He promised to explain for loops. This guy has been asking me to explain for loops for days now. I do feel like I kind of owe it to him. All right, we'll do that in a second. Let me get through this train of thought. Look at the cars that are still alive. Check their checkpoint and their lap count. We need to then crossbreed them. Well, no. We need to populate a breeding pool based on fitness, and then breed the breeding pool, and then repeat the cycle. What is the final goal for this project? It's to set up an environment where this AI can train and learn over time to tune the neural network weights to become as fast as possible. And then we're going to train it on multiple tracks eventually too. For loops are for when you're older. What is this list? I'm just thinking about what my training loop needs to look like. Because we're going to have to spawn the full population of elements. We're going to let the cars drive for some duration. We're going to look at the cars that are still alive, check their checkpoint reach and their lap count. We're going to populate a breeding pool based on their fitness. We're going to breed the breeding pool, and then we're going to repeat the cycle. And if we do that for like an hour or two, we'll end up with some very well-trained neural networks. I think what I want to do, though, is change the number of outputs it can choose. So this is going to return 0. So this is everything, and then we return the highest value. So if we change the shape of our neural network, then we can just drop it down to 3. Well, I kind of want it to be able to just turn. Will you do back prop? Probably not in this. Will there be another stream later today? Probably not. Sorry. It's a neural network for real. It's magic. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay, so I don't want to change the shape of the neural network. We could just do a timer for every training loop. And then measure them based on lap count. Okay, so let's say we'll use a timer for this part. So what do we have to do to make that happen? Chat, help me out here. We're gonna go to main, and we're gonna do what? Import time, or do you have to import sys? I'm trying to remember how I did this. One second. Make a timer. High game. Do you now ready for a real AI job? No, I don't think so. Luke, what are you doing? For anyone who doesn't know, we are working on an AI that learns to drive. And this is how far we've made it so far. It's a little ugly, but the blue is the checkpoints. We don't have to draw those. We'll eventually remove them. And the cars already have the neural network set up. It's got 2 hidden layers, and then it's got 5 inputs that it can do. And we are now setting up the training loop. Okay, so it is sys. We don't need time. Why do some cars get stuck? What's happening there is that those cars, because the 5 inputs they can do forward, they can do forward plus left, they can do forward plus right, or they can do just left or just right. So they're probably just sitting there holding left or right. But the thing is, once we have the training loop set up, like they won't even survive one breeding round. Blue is just like the Trackmania checkpoints. How many neurons? Let's see. I think I did. Well, we have what, like 5 or 6 rays right now as the input. Hold on, I can show you. I'm trying to remember. Our ray count is in the car. Am I crazy? No, it's in the sensors. Okay, so it's 7 as the input. And then when we make the elements in main, wait, where do I make the elements? Am I actually blind? Yeah. Okay, so then we're doing 12 neurons as the hidden layer. And we're doing 2 hidden layers. And then the output is 5, just hard-coded, because I am live on Twitch, yeah. There's just no one over there. The output layer is 5 because there's 5 options for controls. So that being said, what was I just looking up? I always got to remind myself how to make a timer. No, how to make a timer in... Well, I guess this is fine. I don't know why this has to give me all this extra shit. Make a timer in Python. Import time. Here we go. Why has it got to be so complicated, man? Let's just like literally use like loop counts. It's so fine. We don't need to make it this complicated. Let's do timer equals. I have no idea what number to put. When I did the Mario AI, I did like system time and I did like a 24-hour training run. Let's do 50,000 for now. And for every loop we go through, update all things. Oh, wait, that's not going to be a constant. That's literally the definition of something that would not be a constant. We're going to do timer equals 5,000, and then down here we'll do timer minus equal to 1. And let's print the timer. And let's run that. Or using timer frame counts. I think either will work just fine. How long do we think this would be, chat? Well, wait. Someone do the math. If it's 60 frames per second, then how many seconds? Hi, what are you doing? We're making an AI. Please feature me in a vid? Okay, give me your elevator, Pete. Give me your elevator pitch. Why do you wanna be in a video? Okay, this is way too long. This is way too long. Let's do 15. Let's do 5,000. But is the 60 FPS guaranteed? It's not guaranteed. Especially if we have 1,000 neural networks. I program in Python 3. I make Discord bots. Okay. All right. You got to give me a content idea, brother. You got to tell me what you want for our collab. If it isn't, then you have to involve delta time. Yes, this is true. This is true. I just want to give them like enough time to do a couple laps. It seems like it takes about 1,000 frames for them to complete a lap. Yeah, we don't have to limit it to 60 FPS. I think once I do the actual training run, I can turn it up. Yeah, it seems almost exactly 1,000 frames for a lap. So let's do let's do 3,500 to be safe. Not 35,000. Ooh. Okay, chat. What? Why is there a red circle here? Click to add breakpoint. Unverified breakpoint? Guys, what is a breakpoint and how do I remove it? Yo, Luca, thank you, bro. Luca, you're so generous. Are you a prince or something? You're always gifting me subs. I'm thinking. All right, yeah, keep thinking on the collab. So now that we have that, let's go back to our list. We spawn a population of elements. We've done that. We're going to let the cars drive. So what we need to do is go to event handling. While running. We can get rid of this now. We can get rid of this now too. For element and elements. We can make this all... Do we want to make this all a big function? Do we want to make this all a big function? Make it so the cars can have custom colors and differentiate them. And then maybe a little lap leader leaderboard. That's a good idea. Just type AI works equals true. Bro, he's not escaping me. Larpman Luke is here. Oh no. Larpman Luke, there's another LARPer. There's a common LARP that was in the chat earlier. Going to bed. Wish you guys a good night. See you, Luca. Thanks, man. Okay. I'm just thinking here a little bit. Do I want to shove this all in? Oh, we need to fix this too. We don't want to pop it from the elements. Or is that fine? Is that fine? Because if they die, they're dead. Do we want cars that die to have a chance to breed at all? Or do we only want the cars that are alive to have a chance to breed? 4 loops, please? All right, guys, fine. This guy's been begging me for days to explain to him how 4 loops work. And I've never done this before. I've never tried to teach anyone how to code. Bro, realizing that dying means you died. All right. Sock of Glory, what's your coding level? What's up, Dev Codecraft? I made a Twitch account just so I could watch this stream. The one's alive. Thanks, man. Socks of Glory, I'm going to teach you how to use a for loop. Do you know what an array is? Yes or no? Common teacher. So this is, let's say we have an array, okay? Our list, and we put some numbers in it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? If we wanted to get a number out of this list, we could do it manually, and we could go to our list and we could index it with a position, okay? All right, so say we want to get the 4th position, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the number 5. We can run this, and it's going to print the number 5 to the terminal. Are you still with me? Is everybody following? One in chat if you're following. Say you want to print every single number on this list, okay? You could copy and paste this a bunch of times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is one option, okay? But that kind of felt like a lot of work. Do you agree, chat? To me, that felt... Oh, 6 is out of range. To me, that felt like a lot of typing, a lot of copying and pasting. And especially if I have an array that's 10,000 elements long or 10,000 items long, I'm not going to go through and add all these lines of code. It's just not worth it. I could make a while loop and set up like an index counter and say, okay, you know, go through it 5 times and print your current index position and then increment your indexer. That's not what we want either. There's actually a much simpler way to do it. Sock of Glory, pay attention. This is your moment. It's called a for loop, okay? And this is how you type one in Python. You say for, and then after you type for, the for keyword, you can make the next keyword anything you want. And that's going to be your item out of your list. So let's name this one number. So for number in our list, okay? Now we can do things with the number. So we got to name this whatever we want, and then we're referencing our array here with our list, and then we do a colon, and then we go to the next level of indentation. Now we can just say print number, okay? And it's going to automatically go through the list for the exact amount of positions or the exact amount of items in the array. So now we can just print that reference to the index position in the array with a for loop. Look at the terminal. It does the exact same thing, and we typed 2 lines of code instead of 6. Say our list was like super long. We still only need the 2 lines of code to print everything in the list, which is beautiful. And this works not just with arrays. This works with all sorts of data structures. If you have a hash map or a dictionary, you can you can go through all of those things. If you have a bunch of objects, like my big giant elements array is full of elements objects. So I'm able to use for loops to go through all those elements and even call their methods one at a time for everything in the array. Okay? You could get use the keys from a dictionary. You can do fancy things like this, where like if you had a bunch of strings in here, for example. Let's do one more thing. Let's just do strings equals burger, and then we'll do fries, and we'll do soda. Okay? You can also go to for item in. So remember, I can name item. I can name this keyword whatever I want. So I'm going to call it item. For item in strings, we can just do print item, just like we did before, and we'll see our 3 strings print. But we can also do fun things like this, where we can do for IDX and then item in enumerate strings. We can get both the string and hello. Oh, we can get the string and its index position with a setup like this. See, 0 is burger, 1 is fries. So I don't know. That enables you to do all sorts of cool stuff. I love fries. Sock of Glory, was that useful? That was a very basic introduction to for loops. I hope you found that useful. I'm watching this on both accounts. Nice. Chat, catch my free course, or no, catch my paid course on how to code in a couple weeks. Okay, anyways, back to the task at hand. Don't save for loops, and let's delete this file. Hello, what's my favorite color? I don't have a favorite color. I hate colors. Free course mentioned. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to go finish the lecture for my programming language I'm making for you. You're making a programming language? And you needed me to explain for loops? Okay. Oh, I love the song in the background. It's from Minecraft, right? Yeah, it's called Endless. It's called Endless. This is a good one. Okay, why is my timer no longer printing? Wait, really? Why is my timer was printing. We just didn't see it. So all this element stuff, we're going to want to do if timer is greater than 0, then we will update all the elements. I don't like that we're starting that section of the game loop outside of an indentation though. I guess it's fine. Let's run this. Well, let's make the timer really short and make sure that everything stops once the timer's over. So let's do 200. Oh, this song is so good. All right, guys, moment of truth. When this reaches 0, look at the terminal. Okay, exactly. They all stop moving. I think we should make these functions. That's just going to keep my life a little easier. So let's unindent them. And let's get rid of this for now. Let's make a function. And we'll call this update all cars. So let's go up here. We have no functions in this main script yet, huh? Should I make another file called training utilities? I'm gonna go now. Have a good day. Thank you. You too. The month is ending soon. I'm a noob. It's a joke, Wolves. I'm no noob. I'm using Rust right now. Well, hopefully some of you guys got some use. The functions are supposed to be like the very first thing you put in the script, right? Let's do update all cars. Define update all cars. Whoop. We'll put update all cars. Where can I start machine learning? I don't know, bro. Will this work? Will this still work? It still works, chat. It still works. No, Python checks the full file, unlike C++. Okay, good, good, good. C++ doesn't check the whole file? Okay, and then we'll do another function. Let me think. We're gonna call this. Wait, where do I? So we can close this. Where do my elements get fed the inputs? Oh, I guess that lives in the center script. Okay, so let's make another function called check for car collisions. Check for car collisions. And we'll do this. And then we'll make this in here. What do I need to do here? That? Okay. We will check for car collisions. Okay, let's run this file. Make sure it still works. Seems like it's still working. Oh, it's not working. Chat, it's definitely not working. We have some issues here. It's kind of pretty though. It's interesting. Some of them are still driving. They're escaping containment. This is low-key kind of fascinating. Like, some of them are still following the track. Some of them are ending up on different parts of the track. That looks sick. Make it an art project. Yo! Using machine learning and neural networks to make some kind of art project would be so cool. You need to fix this tiny bug. Yeah, it's a small bug. It's a small bug. What do we think is going wrong here? Check for car collisions. I think this may need to be indented. That could be the issue. Let's try that. Please? Yeah. It's fixed, chat. It's fixed. If you change the track, will they still follow the old track? Not necessarily. No, I don't think they would. Because these cars aren't memorizing the layout of the track. They are reacting. You see all the yellow lines coming off the cars? Those yellow lines basically measure how far away the track is from the car's position. They're like little sensors. They're kind of like a little mole rat, you know? So they can't see the track layout at all, and they have no stored memory at all either. They're just reacting to what those sensors are telling them. And since all the neural network weights are random, some of them just happen to like roll the dice correctly and get a neural network that responds correctly. How did you ensure that would happen? Make them go in reverse now. It should work, right? I'm not going to do that. That seems like a lot of work. Okay. So we did all that so that now we can take these two functions And make sure that the timer... So we're going to update all cars. So we'll do if timer is greater than 0, we'll update all cars, and then we'll check for collisions. I kind of want this to be... I know this isn't how you're supposed to do a game loop, but I'm going to do it like this. There's a switch case. Yeah, there's a switch case in Python. I thought you could just do negative velocity. Maybe, but their sensors would be facing backwards. Okay, wait, let's make the timer short again. And let's just make sure the cars stop moving when the timer hits 0. Why do you still need to run your main loop after the timer elapses? You don't. You definitely don't. We could add something here. Make running false when the timer gets to 0. Good call. Well, the thing is, we're not just doing this once. We need to set this up as a whole loop so that the game restarts after the timer hits 0. After we crossbreed the new neural networks. Make this loop another function. Then call that in a loop instead. Make the whole game loop a function? Yes, good call. Good call. Make the whole game loop a function, right? Chat, do we agree? 1, if we should make the whole game loop a function. Am I on the right track with that? So we can get rid of this. 1. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your input. All right, so we can do that. And then running equals true. While running, we can add a check right at the top. So if we quit it, or if timer is less than 0, running equals false. So that'll just stop the game. And then we make this whole thing a function, and we can just call it like train. What else needs to be in it? Okay, this is shaping up. Train. Whoops. Okay, running equals true. Why are the claps in the song so loud? I don't know. I don't know. All right. So this will be called train. Should I put this at the top, chat? I don't know how to organize these files. I think you're supposed to keep your functions at the top. So this is us making all the elements. This is us setting up the... Add a parameter for train whether it should do any output for when you're running training properly. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. We'll get there. We'll get there. I want to make all this happen after the Pygame setup stuff, including timer, because these are going to be the types of things that we're tweaking once we start working on training. Checkpoints. Clock equals this. All right, so that's all our Pygame setup stuff. This also should live. Well, no, that's fine. So we get our clock, we get our timer set up, we make our elements, we set our FPS to 60. FPS 60 should be up here with this stuff. and then we can do train. And let's see if that works. Cannot access local variable timer. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not associated with a value. Timer equals 50. Do I have to make it a global variable, or should I just pass it in? We can pass it in as an argument. Train. Timer equals... Let's do duration. Duration. And we'll do train. And 50. Yeah, make it create its own timer. Avoid globals whenever possible. Okay, this should stop Pygame after the timer's up. Nice. No, more important for big projects, but it's a good habit. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna be in one of your videos. Sweet, dude. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna turn all these live streams into one big video. Also, I showed this to some people earlier, but check it out. I made this thumbnail for the video. I'm still working on it. It feels a little not like my style right now. But what do you guys think? Is this a decent thumbnail for this project? We're eventually going to make the cars actually look like cars. And then we're eventually going to race it against an AI-generated neural network. How come it went to -2? That is a good question. I don't know why. Maybe use a different image for the cars. Nice thumbnail, you think so? I think it needs some work. I don't know. I think it's missing something, or it doesn't quite feel finished yet to me. I mean, when you make it tiny, right? It's like, kind of doesn't look great. I don't know. It's definitely got bright colors. Okay. So now train. Yeah, it's nice, but there's something missing. Any thumbnail designers out there that doesn't just use Gemini to generate slop images? I would love to chat with you. Why do you call system.exit at the end? Do I not need that? Does that change anything? Okay. So this is going to be our training loop. We make our elements. We train them. And then after this, let's do a little experiment. For I in elements. No, sorry. For element in elements. Let's print element dot car dot lap count. Well, no. Checkpoint reached. I think it's good, but check how it looks on a different background color, because some me are using light mode and it looks completely different on different background colors. Good call, good call. I would have thought that it'll clean everything up anyway. Yeah, it seems like it does. Let me check that I use the right variable name from element. We do element.car. Whoops. Checkpoint underscore reached. So we can go element.car.checkpoint underscore reached. Okay, let's run this. Yeah, okay, so see, these are all the cars. Let's do this. Car, worm, element. Do the elements have IDs? I don't remember. They do not. They do not. We can do index element in the elements, enumerate elements. So we can do elements and then index, and then we can do train could return a sorted pool of all the models that it's giving. So you could just use the first n models to generate your next set of models. Yes. I think the setup I'm going to do is populate a breeding pool and give elements that made it the farthest more slots in that breeding pool. Like they're gonna get duplicates if they did well. Element index, and then we'll do checkpoint reached. All right, perfect. See, chat, look at the terminal. That is exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. Are you adding noise to the weights for the winners for the next generation? I'm not sure what you mean. OMG, I hate YouTube. It just played the loudest ad to ever exist, and it scared the duck out of me. I'm sorry, brother. I wonder if I'm kind of quiet. Okay. I'm going to take a 3-minute brain break because I start to get exhausted. You guys, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. Chat, what kind of stuff are you guys working on? Are you guys like learning to code, or are you already employed? Are you working on any fun portfolio projects right now? Sounds like one of you guys was making a coding language, which sounds kind of crazy. I'm finishing up my own chess engine. No way. What kind of algorithm are you using? I'm working on external exploits. For what, bro? What do you mean? So why do I look so red, man? I'm trying to use MIS for my path tracing renderer to handle glass better. Wow, that sounds like an intense project. I'm a chud. I'm not doing anything. Me too, brother. I feel like a chud a lot of days. A lot of days. Principal variation search plus aspiration windows with a bunch of other pruning techniques. Wow. Sounds very advanced. Learning in school, but learning in your stream is better. Chat, you guys aren't learning anything from me. External exploits. Third-party software able to manipulate process memory of other processes. So is the end goal of that to like make cheats for video games? Because I hope not, dude. Unethical. Not even a programmer, just watching coding videos for fun. No way. That's super cool. That was actually me like a year ago. And then I eventually decided to try it. Your for loops explanation was actually pretty good. Thank you. That was off the dome. That was off the dome. I worked on my portfolio. Since a tool I used fixed their 3D export, I could finally replace my previous Me viewer with a 3D viewer. I'm also working on my own local music player written in Flutter. I've never heard of Flutter. But that sounds like a fun project, making your own local music player with like file storage, your own MP3 playing abilities and whatnot. Learning assembly x86 real mode OS development. Damn, that sounds hard. I'm making a blackjack game in Python without Pygame because I CBA to learn Pygame. A blackjack game. That's something I've thought about coding. I want to make a neural network that learns to count cards or learns how to play blackjack. That'd be sick. I'm switching jobs right now and I'm getting hired as a data scientist. That's sick. That's something I want to do way down the road. I want to be a data scientist. Lol, you sound like ChatGPT, Luke. Guys, do I sound like ChatGPT? Pygame kind of sucks, low-key. True, I've tried Raylib with C and I like that so much better. Take Hinter though. No, you don't sound like ChatGPT. Okay, appreciate that. I had 4 coffees today. And low-key, I'd like to have a 5th, but you know, it's 8 p.m. So I really shouldn't. I think I sent a message about the project on your Discord server. I hate GUI programming. You hate programming your own GUI, or you hate working with these GUI libraries? You should do a competition where viewers make Pygame games and you rate them. That would be a good video idea. Well, it's just a game jam at that point, right? Don't people do that all the time? Pygame is for beginners, developing games with C types the build libraries is the real challenge. What's a more advanced game library for Python? How long have I been live, guys? 2 hours. This is usually when I start to get tired, but I'm wanting to push through today. Okay. All right. We are like making astonishing progress though. So we need to make a crossbreed function. Well, let's keep organizing things a little bit. All the people here are crazy programmers. You think they're all crazy good? Or like they're just crazy in general? So I just want to get organized here, guys. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do generate population. Oops. Generate pop. Okay. And we're going to go up here and we're going to make this a function. Train is a big function. Generate population. And then we'll do number of elements. We'll put that there. We'll do this. And then this will change to number of elements. And we'll also do number of hidden layer neurons. All right, that becomes number of elements, and this becomes number of hidden layer neurons. Okay. Making chess, coding language, all the complex stuff, lol. And you've been helping, Luke. Don't lie. Helping? I haven't been helping anyone. Okay, for this... Oh, I need elements to be outside of the function. We can return elements. Okay. Okay. Where did my function go? Generate population. We'll do elements equals generate population. We'll pass in... Oh my gosh. 1,000. And then number of hidden layer neurons. What did I have before? Did I have 15? We're using ReLU as the activation function. Do you know this guy on YouTube that rates portfolios? You should do something like this for all types of projects that your community sends you, e.g. your Discord. Are you talking about, what's his name? Sylvan Franklin? I think that's his name. Or are you talking about like Coding Jesus? See, I'm not the guy, guys. I don't know anything about good coding principles. I can't rate projects. All right, so elements equals generate population. There's an individual on the Discord server in the general voice chat for 5 hours. Yeah, that guy's crazy. Okay, so elements equals generate population. And then we'll train the population. Then we need to make a measure fitness function. So what would that look like? Measure fitness. So we'd have to pass in the elements. And then we'll do for element in elements. Give elements to train. Train just expects elements to exist as a variable already. Is it a best practice to pass it in? Do you guys think I should make this an argument? Like that? Does this still work? Line 68, expected indentation. Okay. Let's run this. Still works. Okay. So for element and elements, I'd say you should make it an argument to let you take train out a different file later. Oh, good call. I see what you're saying. Okay. Measure fitness. How are we going to measure fitness? So once we're done, well, not really measure fitness. Generate breeding pool is what we want. We'll do breeding pool equals an empty array. And then, whoops, that's not what we want. For element and elements. How did I do this in my Mario AI? Hold on, let me pull up my Mario AI, guys. 1 second. Let me open a new terminal and navigate to the directory. Okay. List, cd into code, cd into Mario AI, code dot. Okay. CD AI project, code dot. Here we go. Okay. Now I can do this. You just got 3 ads in a row? Oh my gosh. How much time have you spent on developing the neural network so far? I don't know, maybe like 10 hours? We could total up all the streams to find out. Okay, we did, here's our breed function. There's our clone network. Okay, breed new population. No, not quite what we want. Generate mating pool. We did E dot fitness divided by 10. For E and elements, E dot fitness divided by 10. So that's just rounding down. And then for that many times. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we do need to kind of like calculate a quick little fitness score. So let's leave that for now. Let's do calculate fitness, elements, for E. Well, how do we want to do this? I kind of want to go make it a method in the element object. For E and elements. Element. Do we have fitness as a variable? We do not. Self.fitness equals 0. I mean, can I just use the lab count as the fitness at this point? What we could do, that's probably just going to be the easiest, is we can do... Let's just like try to make this, I mean, this is a little sloppy. This is going to be a little sloppy. But breeding pool starts at 0. Breeding. Yo, I just got my first Twitch subscriber. Let's go. Thank you, Face Me Now. I appreciate you. That's crazy. My first ever. Congrats on your sub button. Thank you so much. Appreciate that so much. That's huge. Oh my god, I'm just giddy now. Now I can go all night. Okay, let's do for element and elements. Fitness equals 0. Then we'll do fitness equals element.car.lapCount plus Well, we want lap count. How many laps do I have, guys, in main? How many laps do I have in main? Am I blind? I'm losing brain power. Come on, lock in, buddy. I think we have 24. That's it. I'm getting a custom YouTube client. I'm getting ads every 4 minutes. Oh, sorry. I need to turn down the ads. Yeah, we have 25 checkpoints, but it starts at 1. So that means we have 24 if we were indexing at 0. So in this function, we can do... We want to multiply this by 24. And then we're going to add element.car.checkpoint reached. Wow, you're still live and it's bedtime where I'm at. 8:26 Eastern time. Can someone tell me what the project is? I'll tell you what the project is. Check it out. We're spawning a bunch of cars and we are gonna train. Well, they already have a bunch of neural networks. Let me turn the timer up. Let me turn the timer up to like 500. So we're spawning all these cars and they already have neural networks attached to them. And now we're working on a loop that's going to let them drive around the track for a bit and then breed the best neural networks with each other to improve over time, which is pretty sick. Yeah. Okay. I actually don't know how his raycasts work. They calculate the angle and then they step a set number of steps in the direction of the angle and check if that point is overlapping with the track mask. And if it is overlapping with the track mask, it like fires and it breaks the loop. And that's how it figures out the distance. Delicious. 2-hour mark, y'all. Okay, what was I doing? We're making this function. Start fitness at 0, and then I think we can do lap count times 24, because that's just going to normalize the lap count back to the amount of checkpoints it reached. And then for I in fitness divided by... Can I have 10 bucks? No, bro. Absolutely not. I guess it doesn't really matter how big I make the breeding pool, huh? Breeding pool.append. Ooh. Do I need to clone the element? Because if I just append... Wait, chat, I have a serious question for you. If I just append element, isn't this a reference to a single element object? Don't I need to clone the element? Don't I need to clone the element to get, like, copies of it? I'm really not sure. How do I clone an object? How do I duplicate an object? Does it matter if they're clones, though? Oh, right, because once we crossbreed, it's like we can crossbreed the same element with another element multiple times. Which doesn't matter, right? Because the crossbreed function is going to make a whole new neural network. And it's not like we're going to kill the... It's not like we're going to remove it from the breeding pool. Yeah, crossbreeding is just reading them. Okay, I see what you're saying. So we can just append a reference to the element. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you read the same memory multiple times. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So that'll make our breeding pool. I think this is all set. Let's do that. And let's do... So we're going to train. And let's do print generate breeding pool. See if it works. Elements. Can't you iterate through an integer? Yeah, you can. I can't remember how Python list efficiency works. Also, it is faster to make a list of length floor and add it. Well, it's just going to be a smaller breeding pool. This just kind of like shrinks everything down is what it does. Because these are going to have big lap counts. These are going to have like lap counts of 60. We don't really need to put 60 copies or 60 references to our winners in the breeding pool. That's not how at least that's not how I did it in the Mario AI. All right, so we're just going to take a look at how the breeding pool generates and make sure that it's what we want. Huh? What does the markdown file contain? This was something that Meerkat sent me in chat, which was like an example of how to do the raycast thing from earlier. So it doesn't matter that you read the same memory multiple times. I meant that you make a list of copies and then just add that list to the pool rather than calling append a lot. Just make a list of the copies. Let me see if I can figure out what you're recommending here. Isn't it just like we're gonna append a bunch to a list one way or another? It should be range floor for the error you have on screen. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, thank you very much. Is it math.floor? I think it's math.floor. So you would just do copies equals element for underscore. Oh, it's like an inline for loop. It's an inline for loop. All right, so this is almost over. All right. It didn't print anything. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Makes code pretty. Chat, I think I might be crazy. Return breeding pool. Fitness equals 0. Fitness equals element.car.lapCount times 24 plus element.car.checkpoint reach. So that's its total checkpoints reached. And then for I in range math.floor, you don't need line 70. Right, because it overrides no matter what. Since you reassign it immediately. But why is this breeding pool... Is it something to do with this? Generate breeding pool elements. So this should return the breeding pool, which should be an array full of... You also don't need the fitness variable. I could just put this in here, is what you're saying. But what I'm trying to figure out right now is why the breeding pool is... Are we dividing it by 10? Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. They're not reaching enough checkpoints with the short timer. So if we take out the divide by 10, or if we take out the floor thing, because they're all ending up as like 0 point something is what's happening. So if we just did this for fitness, it should work. The loop on 71 never runs. We'll see. The loop on 71. It does run. It does run. Okay, maybe it doesn't. And this should be an underscore, huh? It should still be printing an empty list, though. I see what you're saying. Maybe guarantee that at least one entry will be added. So why is breeding pool not getting returned? Generate breeding pool. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Like, why is this not... It's something to do with this, huh? What if we did this? Oops. Breeding pool. How many pull-ups can you do? Probably like 10 to 12. Or is it something to do with train? Is train... No? Train should be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering at this point too. Does my code even reach this point? Let me find out. The code's not even reaching that point. Remove the breakpoint at line 83. Oh. But it was making it here for sure. All right, let's look at the train function. It did not output burger. That's what I'm saying. It did not output burger. Chat, what's going on? Where do you call the function? Right here. Breeding pool equals generate breeding pool elements. Print breeding pool. But also print burger is never happening. Or step through it in the debugger. I've never used the debugger before. Where did your element end? I think train never finishes. What does that mean though? How could it not be finishing? Okay, how do I use the debugger, guys? Someone teach me. Can't be that, it does end. Might take a hint. It's because running never becomes false. If timer is less than 0, running equals false. The window would never close while stopping all code. Oh. Python debugger, debug Python file. Okay, how do I use this? Oh. What's it doing? Add a breakpoint. Hold on. Oh. Oh, you need to set a breakpoint. Line 104. Like that? And then run the debugger? Okay, how do I interpret this? Then press the arrow. The arrow. Oh, on top. This arrow? This arrow? Hmm. It does run, it works fine. It's not printing burger though. Am I blind? You just never saw the list. Let me get rid of any other print. Oh, it's making it to this, guys. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. Wait. Oh, how did I not realize? How did I not realize? Watch, we're good. We're chilling. Yeah, okay. That was embarrassing. Chat, nobody clip that. Please, nobody clip that. Let's take a look at our length of the breeding pool. Clipped. Bro clipped me. So 288. Yeah, I think we just didn't see it. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I feel like my hair looks weird today. But I think it's normal. I think it's normal. Oh, chat, what did you guys talk about while I was gone? I'm watching Luke code while coding. That sounds fun. I'm watching Luke code while I'm meant to be coding. Hello, man. Your curiosity about learning got you a sub. And yeah, we programmers, we are so dumb at first. So you aren't the only one. I know it feels so hard at first. But it's crazy, even comparing like this development session today to like what it felt like when I first started. It is unreal. Like, it felt so impossible to me when I started to like pass a variable from one function to another, or to pass variables between methods and different objects that live in different files. Like, it's crazy how much you get used to this kind of stuff. It's almost like learning to play an instrument or learning like a new sport. Like, the things that are hard at first just become second nature over time. And I think that's really cool, and it makes me want to keep going. But thank you, Mark. Thank you. Your hair looks great. Thank you, Noah. Guys, what's the best project for Python beginners? Making an LLM. What sort of scale of the project? What's the activation function? We're using ReLU. Console calculator. Okay. So, we're generating a breeding pool. Mission accomplished. So breeding pool equals generate breeding pool. So let's put back into this. Fitness. Relevant elements, fitness, range. What did I do? Math.floor fitness divided by 10 when we do the full run. So we're going to generate our breeding pool. Now we need to write a crossbreed function. We need to generate a crossbreed function. So in our element we have crossbreed, but what it really should be called is breed with self and partner. Okay? I did this once before. Let me open my Mario AI one more time here. It's crazy that I only had like 2 files for this. Here we go. Breed with partner. How did I do this last time? Let me just refresh myself. So child, we create a new element. Also, this is still too loud, huh? Good song, though. Good song. Also, is my voice too quiet? I think it's fine. How are you planning to do crossbreeding? So last time what I did was I would do a random choice, and I would either do... I would go through all the weights, and I would do either one of the weights from parent A or one of the weights from parent B. Right? Because you can see this is partner weights and this is self.weights. We do that for each layer of the neural network. And then well, mutate population is a separate function. But we do this first. Whoa, where did my VS Code go, bro? We do this first, and then we mutate population, which basically just goes through... What does crossbreeding do? So we have two... So we're going to pick out 2 neural networks from our breeding pool, right? And right now, all the layers of neurons have a connection to every neuron in the next layer. And they also have a weight, which is involved with the math that a single neuron does when it takes inputs, right? It values different inputs based on the weights. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the weights for each of the neural networks. And when we crossbreed, we're either going to take the weight from parent A or we're going to take the weight from parent B, and we're going to make a new neural network like that. Like that. And then we have to mutate the population. So here we have like a small chance, like a 10% chance for each layer or for each neuron connection in the layer to do a new random weight between this distribution. Everybody with me? Press 1 if that made sense. Okay. Yes, so it's a random weight from A or B network, and then we have to mutate it. Do you still keep the top scores from last generation? In the Mario AI, I did do that. That way there was no like catastrophic loss, but I don't think we're gonna have catastrophic loss in this program. This is a lot simpler. Define breed. Let me look one more time. This song is so peaceful. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a child equals element, number of hidden layers, number of hidden layer neurons. We need to make this an argument too. Wolf, shit. Oh, pardon my language. Number of hidden neurons. So this will get number of hidden layer neurons as number of hidden layer neurons. All right, good night. Just want to upload. Good luck with breeding. Thank you. We are making great progress today. I feel like we're flying through this. Guys, I have no perspective on this. Am I fast or slow at these kinds of projects? Personally, I feel really slow, so I won't take any offense if you confirm that belief. But also, I think most people use AI, so I don't think they're honest. You're normal. What would the best first language be? Python. Okay, child equals breeding pool equals generate breeding pool's elements. So then we loop through. Man, I kind of just want to copy and paste this and then repurpose it. For I in range, length, self.weights. So we're going to have to do this for... Why is the indentation broken now? Chat? Chat, what's going wrong? Yeah. For I over I in range, child, self dot... What are my variables called? Self dot hidden layer 1 weights. Brainfuck's a great language to start with. You're still live? Yeah, man. We are finishing this tonight. We are finishing this tonight. Please use my car. Okay. For I in range, self dot hidden layer 1 weights. Random dot choice 0 1. Is this how we do random dot choice? Yeah, random dot choice 0 1. Well, hold on. We do if random dot choice because it's Boolean at that point. And then we'll do an else after this, but we'll do child dot hidden layer 1 weights. How do I index this? This isn't actually going to be an underscore. This is actually going to be an I. So we'll do this, right? IJ. Oh, right, because it's going to be a like 1D array. So it's for I in range, and then it's for J in range. Right. That does make sense. Why is the indentation broken, dude? For J in range I. For J in range I. No. Length self dot weights I. For J in range self dot hidden layer weights 1I. So that gets us into the actual values. And then we just press tab here. And then we do I, and then we do J. Because this is going to loop through every single value in the hidden layer weights. So the hidden layer, it's like a matrix of weights. I think this is right. As soon as you start getting paid to code, it becomes boring real quick. Literally, no matter what you're doing. Now, do you say that because like the pursuit is over? Or do you feel like it's like you're working on projects that you're not interested in anymore, and that's why it gets boring? We'll do else. Child dot hidden. You just can't do the stuff you want. Yeah. IJ equals partner dot hidden layer 1 weights IJ. Okay. So we just need to do this for each. We just need to do this for each layer of the neural network. Brian Reynolds weights. We gotta do the same thing for the biases. Here's my question though, guys. My biases start at 0. And I never change it. Oh, wait, but we start the biases at 0, but they have a chance for mutation, right? I think that's how it goes. Hidden layer weights, biases. Yes. We can mutate the biases. How did you learn Python? By doing silly little projects. You should init biases randomly? Okay. We can fix that eventually. That won't change what we're doing here. Okay, so now we can just do this. I don't know why the indentation's being all weird. This is gonna make me scream. Should I just restart VS Code real quick? Let me just restart VS Code real quick. Am I in this right folder? No, let's do cd code, cd car AI, code dot. Okay, let me make this big for you guys. Do you use NumPy? Yeah, I am using NumPy. I enjoyed your video with Bog. Thank you, man. I'm so sorry about my audio in that video. I feel so bad. Why is the indentation broken? Is it stemming because of this? Now it's all broken. What happened here? What happened here? Yeah, for any of you that don't know, a YouTuber named Bog interviewed me, and it was really fun, and it's on his second channel, Bog XD. So, okay, now can I please copy and paste this code? Okay. Control Z is friend. What does Control Z do? Oh. Never mind. I know what Control Z does. Okay, okay. Nobody clip that. Nobody clip that. Okay. Random choice 0.1. Now we can just go through here and change the hidden layer 1 to hidden layer 2. Hidden layer 2. We have weights, biases, hidden layer weights, hidden layer biases. I need to do this for the input layer too. And my natural sense of order tells me to do that first. Why is this so crazy indented, bro? Is it just input weights? Yes. Input weights. Input weights. Input weights. Input weights. I know I could do Command F. I know. I know. Can you make a coding jam? That'd be fun. There's a Udemy course on PyTorch. Are you talking about getting started? Oh, I'm sorry. Only the car part is from a tutorial. Sort of. We kind of made our own thing with the car stuff too. Okay, for I in range, self.input layers. For J in range, self.input, or sorry, input weights, I, random choice, child input weights, equals self.input weights. Otherwise, whoa. Child dot input weights, IJ is partner dot input weights. Okay, so that one's good. This one's hidden layer 1. Beep, 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 beep. That one's good. Beep, beep. Then hidden layer 2. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, we have to do biases too. I should make a function that just does this. Shit, bro. It's gonna be a lot of code. Should I just commit to the function? Should I just commit to the function? Chat, commit to the function or finish the hard coding at this point. What's your vote? Uncommon Luke? Who is Uncommon Luke? Function? Alright guys, let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. Random select. It's gonna look the same for biases, right? It's gonna look the same for biases. Yeah, it's the exact same. It's the exact same. Okay, so we're gonna do random select bias. We can just call it random select. We'll know what it means. And what is it going to take as an argument? It's going to take partner A. Well, we can just do partner 1, partner 2. And then we'll do... We just copy one of these. How did you start in Python? I made a chess game. So we'll do for I in range, partner 1 dot input weights. Partner 1. Whoops. Let's go up here. Replace that. Replace that. Oh. Wait, I don't like the function. Yeah, range length. The only thing is, we're gonna have to make like child input weights a variable. I don't actually know how I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, we just pass in the child, guys. We just pass in the child and then we pass it back. We don't have to get fancy with it. Okay. So now we just return, we do return. Wait, do we even need to return the child, or is it gonna affect it in memory? I'm heading out, folks. Good talking to y'all. Thanks for hanging out, Noah. I'll see you later. So this is so indented. This is crazy. I guess this will override the same, because this is all referencing the same child, right? So we're chilling. Chat, we're chilling, right? No need to return child because it's a reference. See you later, Jared. Thanks for hanging out. Is it getting too late at night to keep streaming, guys? Are we cooked? I'm just gonna keep going. Screw it. Let me turn my AC on. There we go. Okay. So random select. So let me just think this through. No matter whether it's biases, hold on. Because we need this to work whether it's biases. So let's change this to layer, I guess. Layer 2. Well, how is this gonna work? For I and range self dot inputs. We want to pass in self dot input weights. I think we just want weights and weights. Weights 1 and then weights 2 and the child. So for I in range, we just change this to weights 1. Weights 1 I, random choice, child.input, child weights. Child weights. Please use the photo for my car before I die. We're not working on the car right now, man. So this would be like weights 2. And then this would be child weights. And this would be weights 2. We want this to be weights 1. Okay, let's think this through. For I and however long weights 1 is, and then for however much is actually in the layer, we're going to do a random choice, and child weights is going to be equal to weights 1 if we get that. Otherwise, shouldn't this else be up here? Then it's no longer a reference, so you have to return multiple weights for the child. But if we passed in, oh, also this should say random select. It's no longer a reference. Hold on, wait. Let me show you how I'm going to use this function. Let me comment this all out for a second. And then can you tell me if it's still not going to be a reference? child equals element. So what I want to do is random select. We might be able to return the weights. Random select, we pass in self dot input weights. We do partner dot input weights. Then we do child dot input weights. Is that not going to be a reference to the child's input weights attribute, I guess? I don't know what to call it. Is this no longer a reference? The array is being passed as a reference. So I'm good, is what you're telling me? I'm good? I do appreciate that. Select. Okay, sweet. Right on. Okay, so we can do self dot input biases, partner dot input biases, child dot input biases. Okay. And we do this again. Self dot input weights, partner dot. Okay, so let's change this to hidden layer 1 weights. Let's go here and let's do input. And we'll replace input with hidden layer 1. We can replace that, and that, and we should be good. And then we can go here. And then we can go hidden layer 1. We'll do hidden layer 2. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Then we'll go here, and I think we just have the output layer left, right? Self dot, hidden layer 2. Wait, what did I do in the Mario AI? So we did weights, then we did biases, then we did hidden layer weights. Output biases. I think what I called output biases was actually just the hidden layer 2 biases. So we don't probably actually need these last calls. Weights, hidden layer 2 weights, hidden layer 2 biases, because this will just go straight to, yeah, it does look a lot more clean, huh? Okay. And then we do return child. What are the chances this works? First try, guys. What would you put your confidence levels at? Oh, mine are pretty low. Mine are pretty low. So let's call this method. What have you done so far? We're working on the breeding system. 50%. So what do we need to do now? We generate our breeding pool. We need to make a function here. Should we call it generate new population, or like let's do breed new population? And we pop in a breeding pool. What are you building, bro? Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if this is going to run right now. We are making an AI that learns to drive over time. And we have the neural networks working. Here, I can make it run a little longer. See you, Mark. We have the neural networks working. Oh. But we're working on the training setup right now. How long do you think it'll take you to finish? Probably a good couple more hours. Okay, stay locked in, buddy. Just popped in. What's cooking? We're making an AI that learns to drive cars. Okay, so we have generate breeding pool. We're going to breed new population. 4 element in breeding pool. Element dot. What's the method called? Breed. Breed with. We need to pass in the partner, right? Element breed. Self, partner, number of hidden layer neurons. So self will automatically get passed in. Partner. So let's make this a variable. Partner equals random.choice. Did I not import random? Import random. Random.choice. Breeding pool. Okay. And then element.breed. That's incredible. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. This is going to be a sick project. Sick project. Element.breed. Partner. And then the number of hidden layer neurons. 15. We should make this a variable. Hidden layer neurons. And we replace every 15 with hidden layer neurons. Why don't you vibe code, bro? I don't know. Do you think I should vibe code? I kind of have fun not vibe coding sometimes. Like, don't you want to... Simple AI like cars or text-based? Yeah, it's like a car AI. It's like a car AI. Okay, where were we? So we do that. We do element.breed. So for all the elements in the breeding pool... No, you know what we need is a population size. Partner 1. Let's do parent. Oops. Parent 1 equals this. Parent 2 equals this. And we don't want this to be for element breeding pool. We want elements equals this 1000. So let's make this a variable. Let's do n equals 1000. We can make this n. And then we can do for underscore in range n. I'm just a little penguin. You don't learn anything. The point's to have fun. Otherwise, you get the AI control C, control V, brainworm. When will it be over? Probably a couple more hours. Okay. Element. So we'll do parent1.breed with parent2 And then that many hidden layer neurons. And then finally we come down here, we make our breeding pool, and we say we overwrite elements equals breed new population. And then the breeding pool is breeding pool. How's it going so far? Good. We just did so much. We just added so much to element. We like made a new method and we made a function that we call in the method, and now we're calling that method in this new function that we're calling right here. Whew. And this is going to be our first test. Also, let's make a steps variable. And let's make it 100. I'm thinking the chance of success is looking pretty low right here. So check this out. We're going to run it. And I got to say, it would be a miracle if this if this breed new population function works on the first try. I'm just saying it would be a miracle. I'm expecting an error here. So we're going to let them get through all 100 steps. Okay. Now we start debugging. Index error, could not choose from an empty sequence. Line 351 in random.py. So line 79 in breed new population. Random.choice breeding pool. Cannot choose from an empty sequence. But breeding pool is not empty. And we know that. Let's confirm that. Print breeding pool. So let's see what happens. Breeding pool is empty. Didn't we test this? Oh, you know what's happening, guys? You know what's happening? I know what's happening. Generate breeding pool. We got to take this out. Fitness divided by 10. We just do floor fitness. Math.floor fitness. It's because they're not even making it far enough to be able to be divided by 10. I did try to code chess. All right. Random select. Range weights 1i. Only integer scalar arrays can be converted to a scalar index. I knew we were going to have problems with this. Okay. Oh, in range. What line is this happening in? Right here. Okay. You did call that one. You called that one, Lenny. Let's try again. Object has no attribute. Hidden layer 1 weights. Hidden layer 1 weights. Element object has no attribute. Hidden layer 1 weights. Oh. Is there a typo? There's an extra underscore after layer. Oh. Oh. I see. Okay, what line is that on? 52? 81? In element.py, 52. 52. Okay, I see. Oh, wait. Not like that. I can fix this. Hidden layer 1. Wait, what do we want it to actually be? Yeah, like this. Yeah, after layer. I gotcha. Okay. Hopefully we have some luck this time. Oh, what did I do now? 55. Here it is. Okay, let's try that again. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, still missing some of these. Right here. That was line 55. Yeah, okay. 5th time's a charm. Oh my gosh. Wait, no errors. No errors. I can't believe. Okay, we had a couple issues, but like functionally. Okay, well, let's not celebrate yet. I was going to say functionally, it seems like everything was there. Let's keep doing that. Okay, so I know. Let's go. We should print elements. We should print elements and we should print length elements. Well, let's put length elements first. We should make sure it's all a bunch of new objects. What's your VS Code plugins? I don't know. LeetCode, CodeRabbit. Object of none type has no length. What's going on now? Object of none type has no length. So, okay, let's walk it back here. Elements equals breed new population. Is it returning from breed new population? No. No, we don't even make a... We've forgotten a critical step here. Wait, and we do parent1.breed? Because breed returns the child. So we need to do population.append this. Where did you learn Python? I'm self-taught. Yo, Common Larpman Luke is back. Do you know about Common Goon? No, who is Common Goon, dude? We need to have a face-off with all the LARPers. Still none type. Did I press save? Return child. Oh, I still didn't return the population. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Huge. Huge. Oh, wait. Let's check the length. Let's check the length. 1,000. That's what we have n set as, right? Let's go. Oh. Okay, I thought that was going to be way more of a headache. Guys, we're so close. We are so close. Oh my god, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Okay, so now we just need to... Thank you, man. Thank you. And thank you for your help, too. So we could just make this whole thing a loop. Well, okay, let's just do train steps And then elements again. Oh, should we see if we get any improvement? Let's make this a loop. For I, well, it's going to be for underscore. I'm so excited. I'm getting so excited right now. This is going to be the fun part. For I in range 5, let's do a 5-step training loop. And let's do this. We need to generate the initial population outside of the loop. So let's do this. YouTube just asked me if I want to take a break. That's crazy. It's 2 a.m. This might be a stupid question, but how exactly do you teach yourself? Do you just mess around with something until it works, or do you watch videos to try to understand yourself? No, you're going to have to look up resources. I think it's pretty unrealistic to just figure it out all on your own. Unless you're really good at reading documentation. I watched a lot of tutorials. All right, guys. Moment of truth. Also, should we up the steps? Let's, well, no, let's keep it 100 for now. Let's just watch for a little bit. Please, baby, please. They should get smarter. Okay, next loop. Oh, I think they look smarter. Are they improving? Oh, we're not mutating. We're not mutating. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Update the elements every iteration. Yeah. We need to... Man, what's your formula for sitting this long? I don't know. We just need to make the mutate function, and then we're like pretty much there. Well, shouldn't it improve without the mutate function? Maybe they are improving. It should improve a little bit without the mutation function. We should at least get like... Let's just like make this range like huge. Do you like peacocks on power lines? Are you stalking my Instagram or something? All right, chat. Let's pay attention to how many make it far. We've got about 5 leaders here. We also need to bake into the reward function, like... Well, I guess they're already incentivized for speed. Because if their lap count's higher, like they made it farther. It's 11:32 a.m. for you. One made it. Yeah. Okay, I think we have more than 5. Well, let me not speak too soon. This population does look better, this generation. I think it's working. Let's go, dude. I know they're learning. Let's go. And we can make it even better too. That's the cool part. Breeding is working. W. Ooh, maybe it would be kind of fun to give them random colors and then crossbreed the colors too, so we can like see like the dominant species emerge from whichever parent does the best. Yeah, I definitely think they're getting better. Why are you not more excited? I'm sorry, I've just been coding for 3 hours and it's the evening for me. It's the evening. I mean, this is sick. Guys, is this not sick? They're making it all the way around now. View count check. 26. It's late at night. Whoop. Oh, see you later. I am Ray. Lartman Luke on Twitch? What is he doing over there? Are they all up there now? This is freaking sick. This is freaking sick. We still gotta add mutation and we gotta initialize the biases at random. I feel like a stalker right now. I'm watching you do things without chatting. You're a lurker is what you are. Alright guys, do I keep powering through? Should I work on the mutation function and fix the biases? I think I should. I'm so proud of this. I love when it starts working. I love it. Now change the car and use my image. Oh, bless me. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening right now. Have they like converged? I think they probably converge without mutation. Thank you for blessing me. I think that's what we're seeing right now. I think we have a lot of cars alive right here that have just converged. But how does the first iteration work without breeding? That's like kind of the craziest part. The first iteration, it's all random weights for all the neural network connections. And that alone is, hold on, I gotta time this guy out. That alone is enough for one of the 1,000 cars to just randomly have it figured it out. Isn't that wild? It just works. There's no pre-training that's loaded into it. They all found the perfect route. Yeah, they are fully converged now. But also right now, there's... all they can do is like become the best version of themselves through convergence. They can't... oh, shit. Nothing new can emerge right now without the random mutation. So that's what we need to do. I know, it's crazy that even one car makes it with the random weights. I agree, it's crazy. I was surprised to see that as well. I think it's just such a simple task. And I think also my architecture design of their neural network is a lot better this time than the Mario AI. Some people left me comments on the Mario AI video and explained to me that you want the hidden layers to be bigger than the input and the output layers. And you also want multiple hidden layers to allow for reasoning. Okay. So we need to make a mutate population function. Also, let's go to element real quick, and I want to see what happens here. Oh, what range should the biases be in? What range should biases be in for neural network ReLU? Small positive value, like 0.1 instead of 0. Stops dead neurons. So that the values are greater than 0. Okay, guys, who's good with NumPy? Instead of doing np.zeros, how can I make it 0.1? How do I make it 0.1? How do I make this fill with 0.1s? I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Are you serious, bro? The AI won't let me cheat. What the heck, dude? Ugh. I could do np.random.randn. You're a pro, don't worry. You guys are talking about breeding in the chat. I need some suggestions. Should I start with C? They are already teaching Python at my school, and I have two options, either C or C++. What should I do? You should think about what you want to do when you grow up, and you should find out what coding languages they use in those industries, and then pick a coding language based on that. Are you the guy from the bog video? I am the guy from the bog video. Hello. I'm sorry about my audio on that video. I hope you enjoyed it though. How to fill a NumPy array with all one specific value. That video low-key was a banger. I'm surprised people enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not surprised. I just felt like I was kind of rambling that whole video. You know what I'm saying? np.full. 7777. np.full 34 and then the value. Okay, so let's do np.full this and then 0.1. Is that what it said? Yeah, 0.1. Well, should I start them all at the same? It's saying a range between 0.01 and 1. np.full rows, columns. I could do random.choice here. This, well, no. How do I do random out of a range? Pick random float out of range. Python. Random.uniform and then the float values. So we'll do this here. Well, we can just do it like this. Random.uniform float A 0.01 and then float B 0.1. So this is what we'll do. np.full. So that's biases there. We change this to this. Then we add a comma and we add this. Okay, what just happened? Yeah, this needs to be like this. Okay, and then down here, this is the last one. Oh, wait. Wait. We don't want all the... Actually, it's going to be fine. Because if one neural network starts with all of its biases as the same number, it's still eventually going to get crossbred and like new numbers are going to emerge throughout the process. So honestly, it's NBD. It is NBD. Random.uniform. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's make sure this works. The NPy just, or sorry, the NP just calls like the NumPy function. It is working, by the way. Or not the NumPy function. I don't know how to explain it, but basically up here I do import NumPy as NP, and then whenever I want to use a NumPy function, I can just do that. NP dot whatever function. Should I ban this guy, guys? Guys, should I ban Love Lisa? It's a little freaky. Maybe I should time him out. How do you even learn how to do something like this? Like, do you have a guide? Yeah, my first project was super guided. And I'm kind of just mimicking my setup from the first one. Actually, if you want, if you go to my channel, the video that was posted a couple weeks ago, I tried to make an AI. It explains how I learned to do all this. And it's really fun. And you should watch it. And you should like it and leave a comment. All right, now we just need to make mutate population. Okay. Population. Thanks, man. I was always thinking of making something like this. What are you making now? Check it out. You guys want to see? Check it out. We are making an AI that learns to drive. All the red rectangles are the cars. And it is going well. We're working on the breeding setup and the training loop right now. See, look, this random population of elements, they kind of suck, low key. One of them's pretty good. Okay. Okay, what now? We need to mutate population. Elements. The last one was lost. For element in elements. What do we want to do here? How did I do this in the last project? We should make a function for this. Right, I had some elite preservation. Yeah, some of them just don't even care. They don't even derive. Right, so it's a 10% chance at each stop for mutation. So let's make a function for that. Let's make a function for this. For I in range length, e dot weights. So we're just going through all the weights and the biases again. So this is going to be a similar function to this. So let's make a function that's like, we can just call it mutation chance. And all we really need is weights. Okay. Let's just call it weights. So for I in range length weights, then for j in range length weights I, if random choice 0, 1. Okay, good luck focusing on your math. But can't you add randomness to the randomness selection function? Probably. Hold on, I gotta figure out what you mean. So the way this worked here was if random.random is less than 0.1. I don't know what I was asking. Never mind. Okay, okay. I don't know what I'm doing either. If random.random is less than 0.1, then we will do weights I j is equal to wait, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Oh, we just add a random value? Interesting. And then what did I do for the biases? Also just add a random value. Is that right? And why did I do 0.5 here? Yeah, so 0.1 is the mutation chance. That's right. Why did I do 0.5 for my second layer in the Mario AI? I think I might have just made that as a mistake. Well, I don't think it... I think it's kind of arbitrary. I think we're just gonna have to, like, play with it. So in elements, mutation, chance... Let's make it 0.5, why not? 0.5, 0.5. And then... Think, Luke, think. Lock in, buddy. Lock in. Will this work for biases and weights? I think it will. Also, I don't think a space can be there. So now we go here in 4 element elements. Element, mutation, chance. Element dot mutation chance, and then the specific weights we want to mutate. So we can do self dot, sorry, element dot weights. Bro, take a break. You've been streaming for more than 3 hours. This video has to be done by the end of the month, brother. I gotta lock in. Element dot input weights. I gotta look at how I do this. So we're gonna have input weights. Okay. And then let's think. We're gonna do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You're still going? We're almost there, dude. We are almost there. Okay. Okay. What do we need next? We need input biases. Input biases, and then we're gonna need hidden layer 1, weights. Luke, please chill out. Take a 10-minute break. We took a 5-minute break earlier. Right, guys? We're chilling. Okay. Hidden layer 1 weights. Hidden layer 1 biases. Wait, not right now. Yeah, we're so close. Lenny knows. Lenny, we're like literally almost there. Okay, I need to stop slouching. Oh, okay. I've been so bad about slouching. Okay, then hidden layer 2 weights. And then hidden layer 2 biases. Is orange your favorite color? No, I just think it's a good accent color. Okay. Please, baby. Please. This should be all good. We should see some good learning now. Should I make the timer a little shorter just to make sure it works? Oh, shit. Let's do steps equals 100. Let's run that. What time is it for me? It's 9:53 p.m. Okay, no errors. No errors. Okay, now let's do steps back to 1,000. Oh, you know what we could do? We could make mutation rate an argument or a parameter for mutate population. I'll do that later though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come a long way today. When we started, we had no checkpoints on the track, but we have set up a full training loop at this point that generates a random set of neural networks as a population. It has them run around the track to see who does good. It measures who does the best and gives them more chances to breed. It breeds all the neural network weights together from those winners. And then it sets off the new population for another training run. And it does that over and over and over again. So we should see some like pretty good improvements over time with this neural network. We came a long way today. Welcome back. Welcome back, Mathis. Guys, it's really hard to talk for 3 hours straight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how streamers do 24-hour streams. This is massive. We may need to create some elitism so there's no like catastrophic forgetting. But we also saw the population converge pretty quickly last time we did a training run. So, sorry, here, we can keep watching. Hopefully that's not the case this time. You don't need to talk all the time. For me, for example, watching the progress is hard enough already. Look, they're not converging now. I think it's a little too early to say, but hopefully they won't converge. We definitely still have like a dominant behavioral thing happening here. But the idea is now that there's a little bit of randomness, they're going to figure out how to like take the corners even tighter, take better lines, you know? Like they see these guys in the front, they take way better turns than these guys in the back. It's pretty impressive, pretty impressive. What is converging in this scenario? Basically, like, what we saw in the past was like one neural network just starts winning outright, and eventually after a couple generations, all the cars are just the one neural network. Like, so they all had identical behavior. Ooh. What's up, Rajnik? We have come a long way today. Yeah, when they touch the wall, they die. So they actually, if they die, they don't even get a chance to breed at all. Rajan? Sorry, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. When will an unresolved physics glitch be found letting them go 10,000 pixels per second? That would be sick if they could figure that out. See, like, yeah, the mutation's definitely working because this would not have emerged from the randomness, whatever the heck this guy is doing. That's interesting, though. He just sped up. I could watch this all day. I could watch this all day. See, look, these guys are really fast. Those guys are really fast. We're still having a lot of people die. Oh, Roshan. Roshan. Okay. Is that right now? Roshan? My bad. My bad, Roshan. I'm just a dumb American. Oh, feels good, boys. Feels good. We did this. We came so far today. Literally today. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to add. Are you a grad student? So, funny story. I actually was like starting a master's degree in data science, but then I taught myself to code and I posted the YouTube video, and it's been doing so well that I've like paused my, I took a gap semester and I'm trying to decide if I want to go to school or not, or if I just want to pursue YouTube. Do you guys think I should finish school, or do you think I should just make it as a big time YouTuber? As if it was that easy. Yeah, I could make the FPS higher. I think it's kind of lagging though. I should be a big time YouTuber. Do you guys think I can make it? Be honest. Yeah, their behaviors are definitely changing a little bit. Like, they're staying really tight to the walls with some of these turns. Like, these guys are doing pretty good. We're at 55 now? Yeah, you can make it. Oh yeah, we're at 55K. Do almost everybody go for masters in the US? Not everybody, but right now, a lot of people my age A lot of people my age can't find a job with their bachelor's degree, so they are just going to school, getting a master's for 2 years, and hoping hoping by the time they graduate, the job market's better. Your videos are so fun. I'm sure you can make it. Thank you so much. I don't know. What's your revenue? Like, is it enough to live on right now? Yeah, I'm comfortable for sure. I'm comfortable for sure. My only thing is like, I don't know if I want to make coding videos for the rest of my life. Like I never envisioned that for myself, you know? Look at these guys. These guys are really good. I think a new strategy just emerged. Yeah, I think we're seeing some convergence right now. I think a lot of these guys are doing the same thing. Then go full time. Yeah. I mean, I have a day job right now. So it's like the day job combined with this. I'm pretty comfortable. It's pretty nice. It's a lot of fun. I asked ChatGPT to edit this video. You're watching it. Yeah, someday, dude. The AI tools are going to be able to make the whole video. You should try to breed between bog and coding bullet videos. That's kind of what I am a little bit. Like low-key, I feel like that's already what I am. Have you made any progress? We made so much progress today, dude. We got the whole training loop set up. We have population generation. We have a training loop. We have a generation of a breeding pool. We have the generation of a new population based on the breeding pool. And then we have random mutation of that new population, all implemented now. What university did you go to? That's top secret, I'm sorry. That's top secret. Yeah, we are getting some convergence now. Yeah. We might have to up the mutation chance. What else could we do? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many elements we have right here, though. I think there's probably a ton. I used human intelligence and printed a statement. New world record for human intelligence. Yeah, they're converging, guys. Low-key, they're converging. Well, it could just be this population. This generation might have converged. But the randomness could give us some new guys. Insert Toy Story clone scene. Is swear words disabled? I didn't mean to swear. I just wanted to share a line of context. No, you can swear. I wonder why the Godot video is not doing as well as the others. Yeah, good question. Good question. Oh, guys, they fully converged. They did fully converge. All right, well, I'll have to give this some thought on how I can improve this. Maybe up the mutation rate. Maybe every generation throw in a couple randoms. 0.1 was tight. Yeah, but it's 0.1 for every single number. It's for every single weight. So it's like each of these has a couple dozen weights. Like each of them is probably getting mutated no matter what. You do more like frick around and find out, like a guy. That's why I love to watch. Yeah, yeah. I do play on hard mode. You know what I'm saying? You should train it to recite the organs of the body. Oh, should we make every racetrack themed after an organ? We could have like a liver loop. Yeah, that'd be funny. It'd be kind of random in the video though. People would be like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? All right, well, hey, I feel like this is a great success. We do have some convergence on our hands. But they're pretty fast. They are pretty fast. I should make a visualization to see what buttons they're holding the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, now that I'm just showing this, my view count's climbing, but like when I'm doing the actual coding, that's when the view count drops. Oh, you should let the genetic algorithm generate a racetrack. Oh my god, I cannot talk, guys. I'm losing my ability to articulate words. You should let the genetic algorithm generate a racetrack as a new video. That would be cool. Them hugging the corners is making me anxious. Same. Well, I feel like I can't talk right now because I've been talking for 3.5 hours. What's our live time? We're almost at 4 hours. This might be the longest stream I ever have done, boys. All right, well, hey, let me give an outro here. For the VOD watchers, I think this is going to conclude our streams for making the driving AI. There is more to come with this project. I think I'm going to make my AI face off with like ChatGPT and Claude. That's why I made this thumbnail. And I also probably am going to add like a texture for the cars. But this was a triumph. We implemented a pretty basic neural network. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. TGIM, Dev was here. Lenny was here. Mathis was here. Nathan was here. Kynan was here. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm excited about this project. This was a ton of fun. All right. Good night, everybody. I will see you guys next time. I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.